this shit on my chest. Hey, when you walked in my life, that shit really turned to a mess. And now I gave you the deuces, and I wish your ass the best. And if you try to come back, I'ma have to stand on you. I wanna win on you. I was always there for you. And you took that shit for granted, now you lost me. And now I'm all up on my mission, and I'm bossing. And I've been taking all these trips, and you not there with me. I kept it fair with you, you wasn't real with me. And now I'm just reminiscing, I'm just staring at our pics. I thinking back, and now I realize you wasn't shit. My whole family told me you need to watch out for that little bitch. I didn't listen, and I was here.
What's up, VIPs? I'm Lisa Blonay, and you're locked into Blonay Media. Make sure you smash that like button, share out this live. You guys are feeling the vibe. Go ahead and subscribe. I am back to catch you up on the tea or whatever. We are the third party, okay? Remember, this is a commentary and reaction channel. Your POV is welcome in the chat. Just talk to me nice. Look, y'all drop some jewels, hype me up, join the vibe, because once we locked in, ain't no switching up. Let's get into the messy. All right. Now, you guys, we have been talking about the whole Ronnie Doe investigation that is, in my opinion, was not reopened. It never closed. I believe that this has been an ongoing investigation because I know, like some of you know, that sometimes the wheels of justice move slow. Everything doesn't always go according to plan, right? Everything is not just a magic trick. Well, everything is just automatically solved. And I know we grew up, some of us grew up with the first 48 hours, right? And we watch a lot of interrogations, and there's so many things out there that would make us think this way. But to me, in my perspective, I believe that this has been an ongoing investigation, although quiet, although it seems like they may have closed the case and reopened it. I don't quite think that's true. But what I wanted to get into today is Chrisean'S friend, Quell, all right, trolled himself into an investigation. But what I wanted to really delve into is, did he trigger an investigation on him? Now, I don't mean like, did he reopen this? Because this has been ongoing, right? But is he the one that revived this investigation and gave them maybe possibly a new lead? Now, I would hate to think that the ABC boys are that dull, because if you and I have kept up with this, although this would be considered what? Kind of celebrity, or gossip or Black culture, they all up in our Kool-Aid anyway, okay? Right? But was it something that he said, right? And I'm pretty sure the online investigators and the social media sleuths have slipped something, have shoulder tapped somebody, all right? One of the ABC boys, and they're aware of what we're aware of, right? Now, before we even get into this, I wanted to first give my condolences and positive vibes and prayers going out to Ronnie Doe's family, friends, and anyone that was affected by the loss of that young man's life. Remember, Ronnie Doe was just 24 years old, all right? Not only was he assassinated, I'm going to say it again, assassinated, right? But he was so young, okay? Which makes this all the more tragic, okay? So I did want to send out positive vibes, prayers, and my condolences before we dive into this, okay? I know this can be a sensitive subject, and nothing is funny, all right? But I'm going to do my best to deliver what the title says, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this now. I have a few things to show you guys, right? I am going to get into an interview that Quell did with a content creator on IG. I'm also going to get into A couple of clips of Quell trying to clear his name and clear his self up and try to explain himself, which he's doing a shitty job. Okay, keep up the bad work. All right, because I got my tomatoes ready. All right, we're throwing tomatoes at you. All right, ever since day numero uno, we have been throwing tomatoes at your head. All right, and then I'm going to get into his latest live that he has done. Okay. He doesn't stop. All right. His tongue is like a laxative, right? And his mouth just keeps on running and running and running, right? And this is a train wreck that's waiting to happen. Okay. And everybody likes to watch a train wreck, right? But in this instance, I feel like this was kind of forced on us, right? This kind of came from out anywhere. It's not like we were following Quell and what he was doing, right? But his ties with not only the Malones, but the people that are associated with the Malones makes him an interesting character. And there's something to this man, all right, that doesn't quite sit right with me. All right. And I think it's interesting that we get into this. Now, the interview on IG is, if I'm not mistaken, with Blue Rock TTV. Okay, we're going to get into it, so we'll be able to see the words and the what is it called, the watermarks and things like that. But if I'm not mistaken, he does an interview on IG with Blue Rock TTV. Okay, and the questions that they questioned Quell about the recent things that he said, will claim, theorized online, and got him to answer some of the hard-hitting, questions and basically the accusations he's claimed and said in several lives. I mean, if you ask me, common sense would have learned you the first time. Okay, this is not your first rodeo, bro. This is like your seventh rodeo, right? And I just think that you should have gotten a hint, a clue, a nudge, you know what I'm saying? An inkling. Like, you don't know how to read the room. And I just feel like you should have learned the first time that you thought that you were clearly, that we thought and we could see that you were clearly, and I put that in quotation marks, just trolling. And that went left and over everybody's head, along with the ABC boys, clearly, right? Because I can see, right, that they are and we are serious as cancer. And the ABC boys are clearly not trolling, clearly, right? Now, I don't know what type of games are being played in the type of games that he's playing, and why the topic of conversation, which is Quell, is not the sharpest tool in the shed. Okay. And he has found himself smack dab in the middle of an ongoing homicide investigation. I haven't even heard the word homicide. Nobody has left a card on my door, and I'm frazzled just saying the word. Okay. But it's getting sticky. It's getting sticky. All right. And and for some reason, Quell still thinks we at Disneyland. He thinks he still got a party pass. Bro, this is not an amusement park. Okay. I don't get it. Your attitude gives amusement park. You think this is a game. This is not a game. Okay. And it is irking me. It is irking me, right? Street games, police games. I don't know which one is more detrimental to one's health. I don't know. You guys help me out. All right. But like I said, his tongue is like a laxative. It's like the gift that keeps on giving. And he keeps running. This dummy's mouth keeps running like diarrhea, a bad case of the runs, right? Just shitty. The whole thing is just shitty. So let's go ahead and get into this. All right. Shout out to you guys. I will be in the chat to see what you guys have to say. But first, let's get into this interview, okay? Let me go ahead and put this up for you guys. Make sure you smash that like button and become a member of the Blown Society. Grab your membership, you guys. If not, turn on your notifications, subscribe, and push that like button. All right, let's go. Let me make sure you guys can see this too as well. Now, let me go ahead and give credit where credit's due, but let me make sure you guys can see this first, okay? All right. Now, this is courtesy of T Page 83. Shout out to T Page 83, okay, for providing me with this. All right. I'm just happy that we're able to kind of tap into this and see this because I wouldn't have otherwise known about this, right? I know my radar is a little bit, y'all. It's okay. All right. I've been a little dingy all my life. All right. I've been a little behind, a little slow. All right. But let's go ahead and get into this, okay? And like I said, I think it's Blue Rock TV because of the voice. It might be some type of timestamp, but let's just get into this, okay? Give credit where credit is due, all right? Let's go, y'all.
I think every day I go live, there's a bunch of people in my comments that's calling me Chrisean Rock Hitman. Right?
Okay.
Am I right though? It's a bunch of videos out there that saying Chrisean Rock Hitman, right?
I think right now there is people questioning.
If y'all ain't seen them, go look on my Instagram. I posted a whole video of I posted a video of one person that been doing this shit for a year plus free. Every live.
Okay, so let's go through this a bit here. So I guess you're almost like number one suspect right now. Right? Like, so let's back it up. Because to me, it's like, if that's what they're saying online, that's what online is thinking, is what you're telling me, right?
Right.
I'm not saying the detectives think you're number one suspect. I'm saying this online trolling world that's going on right now, that's what's being painted out. Okay, now let's take it back a little bit here.
Sorry about that. Before we go any further, let me go ahead and clarify. This is Blue Rock TV. Shout out to Blue Rock TV for this interview, okay?
Did you know Ronnie at all? Like, did you have any personal interactions with him?
Yeah, that's Blue Rock.
All right, so that's how me and Ronnie got into Al Fallout. So Ronnie had went and chased Chrisean in the mall and stuff, right? And I didn't think that was funny. Like, I was upset. Even though I didn't like Chastity at the moment and I had so much against them, I was bitter. Like, I was sick. Like, damn, yo, did this. He had his gloves on, got his mask on. He looked like, if you ask me, he looked like he was coming in there to unalive her. So when the next video came out of the security pushing him on the ground, and he didn't fight the security back, but he chased Chrisean.
Yep.
I commented like, damn, you did all this to a female.
But why is Quell
like,
on
damn,
there?
you ain't had the same energy for him. I posted on my page. And then I put the laughing emoji, but I posted on my page like, damn, tough guy, you just did all this to a girl, but a grown man just pushed you all on your ass and you ain't do nothing to her. That's crazy. So, he caught the feelings, jumped in my DMs, and that's how it went. He jumped in my DMs, and yeah, we had a long back and forth. I made Insta snaps. He made Insta stories. Like, but I don't know.
So this you had sent here to me. Is this the DMs that you were talking about with y'all going back and forth?
Yeah, that's me and his DM.
Okay, so yeah, you can continue.
That was like to sum up.
Right.
You asked me did I know him or have any, interaction with him.
Ronnie said Chrisean.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I said, you asked me did I know him or have any interaction with him. That was my answer.
Yeah, exactly. So that was the only time that you actually had an interaction with Ronnie?
Yeah, for sure.
So other than that, you don't know him?
No.
At all?
The whole time, when we arguing, he's saying stuff about me. Like, he must have been did some homework or something on me, because he like, this the longest you ever been out of jail. He just was talking crazy, like he knew me. So I feel like he probably thought I was sent by Chrisean to follow him, but I genuinely like felt some type of way about this boy chasing this girl with her child in her hand in the mall with masks and gloves on his hand, like he finna do something, and then turn around, a grown man, your height, it's fucking your height, none of that. A man put his hands on you and you didn't swing back at all.
Yeah, now I understand. Yeah, that's kind of what created the tension between you and Ronnie, right? Yeah, and believe me, that was an intense moment for the internet and a lot of us watching that, and we probably do agree that that wasn't the best move, for him to make at any given point. Now, this thing with the officer, are you done speaking with the officer? Was that the one conversation, or do you have a follow-up conversation?
Right now, I don't know about no follow-ups. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Now, I think in the video, you said something about the detective was kind of saying to you something about, they know about the online trolling stuff, so they know you troll. Like, help me understand that.
He was like, so when he called me, he like, I'm calling you about Chrisean'S investigation. So I'm like, well, honestly, officer, there's really nothing I can tell you because I really don't know nothing. And I was like, I know they probably brought you to me because of the internet. And he was like, yes, I'm here about the internet and your YouTube. And, and we was talking, and he was like, you're not obligated, you're not under arrest, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop.
Now, I just wanted to hop in here for a minute and comment on what he said already. I feel like that was his mistake when he jumped into the Kool-Aid and didn't know the flavor. First of all, we've watched the video where he insinuates that he really didn't know Chrisean like that. Yet I've played you guys videos where he with her damn daddy. All right. He knows Chastity. He was best friends with Chastity's baby daddy. Okay. He has ties to the Malone family. I don't know why he wanted to distance himself from Chrisean, but we also have to understand Chrisean is 11 of 12. Okay. So she probably was kind of much younger than him. I can understand them not just hanging out, right? Him being Trauma's best friend, right? But the thing about it is when he told the story of his relation to Chrisean, he acted as if, I went to Cheesecake Factory with her. I have pictures of her and Junior. She got my, baby mama's nails done, but he acts like that's as far as it goes. So why would you feel that you would have to take an uncle, daddy, big brother, homeboy position and jump into the Kool-Aid when you're watching the interactions between Ronnie and Chrisean? First of all, that was none of your business. I think you overstepped your boundary, which was nothing. You had no place. You inserted yourself where you shouldn't be. And that is why your toes is touching hot water right now. This is the reason why we're listening to your rabbit ass try to talk your way out of a whole homicide investigation. Okay. Another thing I wanted to point out is, yes, at first when I saw Ronnie approach Chrisean in the mall, and he had gloves on and ski mask on, I'm like, what is up with this dude, right? But as I looked more into it, first of all, where they're at is extremely cold. I still don't understand the rubber gloves. I never will. But if you look at the videos of Ronnie, he always got them damn gloves on damn near. He always has that ski mask up over his mouth. Now, I don't know if it's a symbol, if it's something that YNs do, if it's a Be More thing. I don't know, but I wouldn't put much into it like, oh, he put the gloves on and the ski mask. You know what I'm saying? I got little niggas and low riders and ski mask screaming thug. Like, no. It seemed as if this is how he often went out. Now, I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if it was, a trend or whatever, but I do not believe that he got dressed up like that in any way, shape, or form to go to the mall and intimidate Chrisean. Now, if you guys remember how Ronnie said he got to the mall, he said that Chrisean sent, somebody, and then I think he changed it to his cousin. He said somebody sent him a message and said Chrisean at the mall. And I think when in that same sentence, he switched it and said his cousin or something like that. I'll find the video for y'all, okay? He was lured to the mall. He was not tracking her down. He was not chasing her. He was not trying to catch her slipping, okay? So just out that narrative, okay? He was lured there. Now, when it gets a little deeper into it, he specifically says that Chrisean told him, used one of her burner accounts and told him, Subway, come now, have camera on or something like that. Now, don't quote me because I don't know exactly what was said, but that is the sentiment of what was said, okay? And I'm going to find the video so you can hear exactly what he said, okay? But in this video, he says that Chrisean used a burner account, something to the effect, Subway, come now, have camera going or record. And that is what the man did. And that is how he found Chrisean. So let's just get that little narrative straight, okay? And this is my perspective from what I believe from what Ronnie said when he explained how he got to the damn mall in the first place. Okay? Thank you.
But I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, damn, but I don't want you to just keep knocking on my door, and just bother me. If only thing I got to do is just come tell you what I know, and that's nothing. You can't, a nigga can't make me say something that's not there. Like the truth, and then my truth don't need no backup. I'm telling my truth. So I didn't have nothing to hide. Now, if I had something to hide, I wouldn't have got on the internet. And even though I had 30 people in my line watching me, so I was talking to the same people I talk to every day.
So quick question I have for you. Blueface, did the detective bring up anything to you about the Blueface 100K conversation that you had online?
No, that's shocking. But no, but come on, anybody with eyes can see I was talking to the comments. But
well, I think the point is anybody can, detectives normally know the difference between internet BS and real life stuff, right? So I'm trying to figure out as well, why you would have mentioned that this had anything to do with Chrisean.
Okay, so I told you the day after Ronnie died, you see how they spamming you see how your shit look in comments? That's how my shit was with rest in peace Ronnie, justice for Ronnie, you're a murder, you this, right? Mm-hmm. So now I'm trolling. Y'all think y'all come trolling me? I'm trolling y'all, bro. Feel me? If it makes sense. So if they got on here and saying, yeah, Blueface sent you to do that, I'm like, yup, and he owe me $100,000. Somebody get that nigga on the phone, tell him send my $100,000 before I tell him.
So you were doing that to troll the internet?
You can see, for overly.
So what about the video that I just sent you? Or that we just played, sorry. Was that a little bit of trolling the internet as well, or?
What? No, that was what that was what I.
Because in one sense, you're saying that you never insinuated Chrisean, but then the viewers are arguing that video, you're kind of saying homegirl as if you're insinuating Chrisean.
Listen, listen, you can't tell me my theory. I said what I think. You feel me? I'm still not on take back what I said. I said it. That's what I think. Mm-hmm. What I think can't get nobody incarcerated, locked up, nothing. That's just my thought. Is damn, what is it something that they have on this girl that they trying to see if I'm bitter enough or mad enough to say, I might.
But just to be clear, there's nothing that actually that your thought process connected to sum that up. I'm trying to figure out, if you're saying that's what I thought, what made you think that? You get what I'm saying? Is it just you're trolling again?
No, that's not trolling. That's because it's been 8 months since I done heard anything about this
Blue
nigga
Rock
Ronnie. They
mad.
said this nigga name. People
Blue
that
Rock
told me
hella
about it. Then they coming out of nowhere. That was like kind of crazy. I know I didn't do nothing. I know I don't know nothing. I know it's nothing. Only thing I know is the closest I probably to this shit is I met Chrisean Rock and I've been around her a few times. So they probably thinking, what do he know? That's the only thing I could think of. But if I'm thinking like that, then that means I gotta be thinking like, damn, is they on her ass?
I kind of feel like there's a little bit of trolling going on there. And the reason why I say that is because sorry, give 1 second.
You ain't listening to what I'm saying, then you think it's trolling.
No, I'm listening to what you're saying, but I'm trying to understand.
Right, so if I got on here, right, and I'd have said, all right, the detectives came out looking for me, and I'd have said nothing else, right? You'd have had your own theory. You'd have thought, you'd have been thinking, what else did I leave out, right? So you'd have been like, damn, well, they probably came looking for him for this. That's your theory. That's what you're thinking.
So here's a question. Sorry, not to interrupt you, but in that same video that we played, did you at any point mention that you had heard Ronnie potentially got on live over $30?
Yeah, that was the rumor for a while. And
yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, I believe that still more than anything else.
Okay.
Like, I still believe that because it's.
First of all, he speaks on, I was just talking to the 30 people that I talk to every day. Newsflash, nigga. Even those 30 people are strangers. And it's not the same 30 people that you talk to every day. When you go live, you may draw in and around 30 people, but it doesn't mean it's the same 30 people that know you and know your personality and know that you're trolling. Bro, you are speaking to total strangers. I don't care if it's 30, 10, or 10,000. You're speaking to 10,000, 30 different mind frames, 30 different mindsets, 30 different personalities, lifestyles, attitudes, way of thinking. Everybody has their own perspective. Bro, you're speaking to total strangers. And one of those total strangers did not get it. They did not know that you were trolling and they took it there. Okay? I don't understand that he doesn't understand that it lives on an internet like a rerun, like a sitcom, right? Like a living, breathing receipt. And what happened is you worded it wrong because you assumed. And we all know what they say about the word assume. When you assume, you make an ass out of you, not me, you. You assumed that we would catch on to you trolling, but you know what? We didn't, because you know why? You were not trolling. You were dead serious. And now you're trying to clean it up. You're trying to backtrack. And I'm glad that Blue Rock TV is doing this interview and he's catching you. He's really making you answer these questions and he's making it make sense, right? He's not just letting you just roll with your narrative. Okay? Your whole approach, not only did you word it wrong, nigga, but your whole approach was remedial and slow. Okay? You thought that we'd get it. You thought we knew that you were trolling. You thought that we were going to read between the lines. Okay? You thought like lit. And this is what you get when you assume and you think and you just knew that we were going to get it. No, you know why we didn't get it? Because you weren't trolling. I believe that you were serious as a heart attack. Or you're just that slow and clueless, because it does seem like you don't know how to read the room, right? Who the fuck plays like that? Even if he was trolling, okay? Even if what he's saying is true, who the fuck you know in the hood? Name one person in the hood that play like that. Name one person in the hood that would come online. And this has been what, 4, 5, 6, 8 months now, and he still got the same script. right? Your third eye, blind. Third eye blind, for real. For real. Right? It's crazy, y'all. All right. Now he's getting ready to go into the whole theory or the whole idea that was brought up by China. Okay. This is why I say he has ties to the family, because why would you take anything that China said and run with it? China ain't even about that life. He even know anything that was going on with Chrisean and Ronnie in the first damn place. You act like she's still in the street life. That woman works at McDonald's and has been writing a book for the past 3 years. She is not living the street. She's so far removed from the street life. She's only hearing what Tessa tells her, what somebody else told her. She is not actually living the street life for her to know firsthand. And she's the oldest of all 12 of these children, yet you believe China. That's like you believing your grandmother. I believe my grandmother told me that he was taken out for $30. What does your grandmother know? Let's get going. It just don't make sense to me, y'all. Let's go.
Sorry, give me 1 second here. Sorry, Quell, you're back.
Okay,
I apologize.
I said I still think that because it don't make sense, bro. Like I don't see. Well, we see it all the time, but you don't see people getting successful and potentially throwing that shit away, just like this, bro. Like we wish for $1 million. We wish to get rich. We wish to get out this shit, just to do something. Like I don't know if I'm being biased because I'm from Baltimore and I don't want that to be the truth. You feel me? Baltimore don't have nothing. Of course, we want somebody to come from Baltimore and be successful. So, like, it's crazy, bro. But yeah, that's still my theory. Like, I still think, like, damn, it gotta be over some street shit. Because yo in the streets, like, look how he was running around every day. Mask on, gloves on.
Yeah. So it's definitely, there's a lot of clues pointing out to something to do with the streets for sure. Right.
But when I got that phone call, what my mind was thinking at that moment is what I said in that moment. Damn, shorty. Like, it was more of a disappointment. Like, damn, shorty might be grass.
So you didn't think for any reason that it had nothing to do with you potentially going online and telling people that Blueface owes you $100K?
No, because I know.
And the detective never mentioned to you for any reason anything to do with Chrisean, correct?
You said what?
The detective never mentioned to you anything to do with Chrisean.
No, but I'm only in the middle of this because Chrisean, they calling me her hitman.
Who's like, they? You're talking about the internet, because I'm trying to separate the two different things.
Hold up, bro. That's the same way that the internet is saying, the internet, same way the internet clearly can see me trolling. The internet taking everything and blowing it up. So yeah, the internet is why we here.
Okay, so for those, I just want to play quickly for those who don't know what we're referring to when we say the Blueface 100K thing. I'm going to play a bit of that conversation that happened online for the viewers, okay?
And can we say something for you, play?
Sure,
if you can't see that I'm trolling, then I don't think the internet is for you.
Yeah, and I think that's the purpose, right, is to help them see that you're trolling. Give me 1 second, okay?
What?
You better have that 100.
Yeah, he better have my 100. I'm telling him. Yeah, 100. 100 man.
Oh, Blueface?
What's Blueface? Yeah. 100. I'm up for the summer.
That's what she did.
Just did an interview. Got 10,000
for that interview in jail. I need my money. I need my money. I want a job at the crabs. What's the called? Krabby Crabs? I want a job, son. Because guess what? That can't claim your son no more. Y'all blame my father, y'all, because he ain't answered his phone. I can't go to work today, so I don't got.
All right, so that's a snippet of the conversation that was recorded.
I wish you would finish playing the rest of that chip because I said y'all blame my father.
Okay, let me play the rest of it. One sec.
Yeah, that's why and that's what they gonna do. You owe me because feel me? Because I'm dragging on around. They fuck that bro.
You can stop it right there. I want you to put
schoolyard son.
I wanted you to put y'all blame my father. Don't have work today. I don't have nothing else to do. Basically, I should have finished it and said, "Patrol you niggas." You feel me? But that's a fact, bro. So, factor.
Okay.
Mama right Joe. Now, let me say something real fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, I see motherfuckers in the comment, like just going at it, right? I could be on this motherfucker. I could have took this shit and really ran the narrative that y'all trying to say I'm running. Like, I could have took this shit and that would have got me way more likes, whatever, however y'all try to say nigga clout chasing. I could have took this shit and ran with it. But instead, I'm under everybody post, say cheese, trap Lil Ross. I'm under everybody post that's sitting here putting false allegations on what I said. I could have ran this shit in the hole, and you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, you could have.
I could have ran in the hole and still had the shit looking worse and worse and worse for her, just by trolling. Come on, bro.
No, I hear that, but here's the thing, right?
That's why I don't watch the comment.
But here's why you probably won't get the sympathy for that, right? It's because it's like you set off the alarm. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, while you set off the alarm, you can't expect the viewers now to turn around and be like, oh, you know what? At least he's not making it that bad.
No, not making it.
You get what I'm saying, though? Like, you kind of made it where it is right now already.
So, all right. So when y'all make y'all theory up, right? Who is these people that's commenting to me, a grown ass man, to tell me don't tell what I think, don't say what I think to my people that I talk to?
No, exactly, and I agree with you. You haven't, it's good, and that's why I'm here too, right? Because I'm trying to break down and understand what made you think that, right? And it's clear to me that there really is no thought process, that would have made you actually think, like, and what I mean by that...
I told you what made me think that. Let me repeat it? What made me think that is, they know I don't fuck with them. I've been going after them, not them, Chaz.
So who's they know? Who's they know? Yeah, exactly. Go ahead.
The people, I'm sure the detectives know this by now, that I'm not on their side, right? They probably can think I'm bitter, and I'm just, you feel what I'm saying? I might know something. I'm just saying what they think.
Okay.
You feel me? He might know something, so let me bring him up here and figure if he knows something of what they saying about her.
But again, was that your thoughts before having the conversation with the detective? Because you said when you spoke to the detective, he asked nothing about them.
Yeah.
So those are your thoughts before speaking to him?
Yeah. I answered that question already.
No, I'm just making it clear, right? So after speaking with him and after understanding that he asked you nothing to do with Chrisean, right? You still believe what you had said, that potentially this might be something to do with Homegirl, or do you believe at this point this has nothing to do with Homegirl based on what he was asking you? Because you already said he didn't ask you nothing to do with Homegirl.
I got a phone call from the detectives about this nigga. Only thing I can think of is Chrisean. If you get a phone call right now about Quran, the first person who come to your mind is Chrisean. I don't give a fuck who you is.
I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of people in the chat right now that's saying whack, but I don't believe that either. That's not the first person that comes to my mind either. You know what I'm saying? So what I mean is that there's different narratives of different people, I guess, depending on who you are and what you choose to believe. I choose to believe things based on facts, right? Based on a lot of other things. For example, when you came with the idea of 100K, I knew you was trolling, right? But I didn't sit there and just continue to assume, right? I sat there and like, I wrote you a message, right? And this is the message that I wrote you back on March 30th, 2025, right? I said, what's up? What's going on? You said, good. How about you? I said, oh, and they said, hello. I go, what's up? I'm contacting you because someone sent us a video of your live and you were asking Blueface about 100K. And you made some references. We run tea on Chrisean and Blueface and other circus members, right? And then your reply was, yeah, I'd just be trolling and then you referred to, I believe, the Chrisean fans as rock tards, but heard word on the street Ronnie died over $30, right? Now, when you said you heard word on the street Ronnie died over $30, I would assume that, you know.
China told me that.
But did you say that to the detectives that you heard word on the street?
No,
okay.
We never got to that. That's the thing.
Now, how stupid does he sound? Word on Blue Rock TV, I mean, the interviewer said, word on the street is that he was unalived over $30. And then he chimes in and says, China told me that. What the fuck does China know about what's going on in the streets here and now? What does she know? Have you ever seen one of China's lives and to even get an indication or an inkling of her daily life? Because I have. And I can tell you she's not hanging out with the YNs and she's not about that street life. She may have ties to people that's in the streets or know about the streets. Well, that know about the streets, but what does she know? Why would her word be final? Because, oh, I heard it from China. What the fuck? That don't even make no sense. And whether you guys are living a street life now or you once did, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the phrase you had to be there. The little terms and things that I use, I'm not in the streets to know that firsthand. I hear it on the internet. I find out what it means, and then I say it. I don't say it, right? I use it in my content, but I don't know firsthand because why? I'm not in the streets like that anymore. And this is how I can know the difference. When I was in the streets and living that life, I knew firsthand on what was popping, what was cracking. And that goes from what's happening on the streets, the drama, the crimes, the trends, what's in, what's out. Right? So his source is China. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because there is a connection. It wasn't just China, it was somebody else, because why? He is connected to the Malone family. Anybody that can sit up and talk about to somebody daddy about Chrisean and other people in the family that comfortably, and there's more than just one audio on them, y'all. I've heard at least 2 more audios of him. It may have just been an extended version of what I already heard, but there are at least 2 other audios of him. And the reason why I say I don't think that the father knew that he was being recorded, because when you hear the audio, it's still a visual. It's just like maybe he might have the phone in his pocket, or maybe he might have the phone down in his hand, right? You can't really see any faces. So I'm not really understanding why he's saying that. And I believe, like I said, I believe that this man was not trolling, that this man was dead serious. And then he says, oh, I wanted you to keep playing it so you could hear, my dad, it's blame it on my dad because he didn't call me into work today or whatever. And I should have said, so I could troll y'all. Yeah. You could have said that at any given mother on any given Sunday, nigga. You should have said that. You never, ever, ever said that the word troll. But yet you assume that we're supposed to read between the lines, know what's going on in your head. You're talking to a plethora of people with different mindsets, different attitudes, different beliefs, different thinking processes. And we're all supposed to theorize and come to the conclusion that you're clearly trolling. Fail. Keep up the bad work, bitch. You clearly failed. Okay? And you throw around this word theory like there's not perspective, there's not point of views. And I wanted to go ahead and bring that up because you speak for we, but it's the words and the names that came out of your mouth, fool. Remember, you got to think first. Your radar's bent and you didn't read the room. Hell, you didn't read the auditorium. Okay? You were speaking to a whole damn stadium. And I'm trying to get you to get the picture of what social media stands for. You act like you had 30 people personally in your living room and you was just talking to them, to Peaches and them, to Coco and them, to Dante and them. No, nigga. Now, let us get this clear before we go on. I just wanted to bring this up because he keeps on bringing up this word theory. Nobody has a theory, nigga. What about what I think? What about my perspective? What about my point of view? Those are three different things. Let's go ahead and get into this right quick, okay? I just want to clarify this, all right? Hold on. Let me take this down. Now, theories and perspectives are both important ways of understanding the world, but perspectives may be more focused on understanding the relationship among ideas or on presenting a framework rather than a single scientific hypothesis accompanied by research. Nigga, nobody was hypothesizing or doing any fucking research. Okay? So throw that word theory out the window. Your vocabulary not only is misconstrued, but it's very, very minimal. And it just goes to show your intelligence level. You're in the wrong league, bro. And this is the reason why we are even having this conversation. This is the reason why I named this. You trolled your way into an investigation. But it really wasn't trolling because you were never trolling. You never, ever, ever said, I'm just playing. I'm trolling. I'm trolling y'all. Don't y'all see it's clearly troll? You never use those words. Now, fast forward to a recent video that he did do. He did say something about my theory. And I'm going to let you guys see his last live where he does finally use that word. But I want you guys to put a check mark, put a Y in the chat on a list. Hell, I don't give a damn. Whenever you hear this nigga say troll inside of the videos that he's doing, not while he's explaining. Okay? Now, let's get on to one more thing before we get back to this interview. Okay? Now, we went over theory and perspective, but what about point of view? Okay? What about point of view? Let's just get this clear. All right? Point of view can refer to two definitions. One is in literature, where it refers to the vantage point from which a story is presented. Dumb, dumb, dummy. The other definition refers to a person's general attitude to something or the way they feel about something. Okay? Fuck your theory. Nobody's theorizing. We're giving perspectives and point of views. The way that we feel about something. Get it? Got it? Good. The fuck? Don't try to come on here and play no mind games with us, okay? Some of us are smarter than the average bear, nigga, okay? Let's get going, y'all.
They ain't asked me that. They ain't bring up that. Go.
Nothing to do with that.
Right.
Exactly.
That's not even something they entertaining, probably.
But that's what I mean, right? At no given point did they ask you anything to do with the Malones. Is what you're indicating to me.
No.
Okay. All right.
They asked me about the internet, right? And the internet is portraying me to be her hitman, Chrisean hitman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just wanted to make that clear, right?
I know the content I've been making. I know what I've been saying on live stream. I know what I've been doing. So I know if he asking me about my internet, I know what I've been doing on the internet. So only thing I can think of is what I said. You feel me?
No, I hear you. I'm following what you're saying. Mama Cajola, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you have any question that you wanted to ask at this time, or?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, but I'm hearing I think you have two stuff on. You have to close off the other sound.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Mama Cajola, I had to mute you because you have to take off that other speaker you have on because I'm hearing an echo. I had to mute you because you have to take off. Okay, go ahead, Quell.
Man, China was live.
Yanka.
I go find her live. I posted on my Instagram tonight. Man, China was live when she told me that he supposed to have got on a live over $30. Fact. Capital F.
Okay.
Fact. She came to my live, was like, these people were harassing you, trying to say you did this. They don't know something about what's going on in the streets. This boy such and such over $30. So I'm thinking that's law. I'm running with that. Cause that sounds more realistic than a female jumping out there doing this. Definitely, you know.
Now, I do want to take a moment because Chrisean did have something to say today on her TikTok live stream. I want to play a clip of that as well, so that way, you know, everybody's caught up with that also. So give me one more.
Yada, yada, yada. Open investigation. Bro, that got nothing to do with me. His death has nothing to do with me. Yes, he made my life about him. Why? Because he needed money. He was desperate. But guess what? He was high. He was on perks. He was on Molly. He was on lean. He was drinking. Where was his parents then? Where was his family then? Nobody was holding Corona accountable. Falsely claiming my son while high as fuck. Nobody held him accountable. Nobody was trying to save him before he died. Nobody was trying to save Karan before he died, bro. Because you sit over there, you act like y'all wasn't trafficking the drugs through his basement, which was his grandma, his mom's basement. Like, y'all keep trying to put this narrative out, and then I keep being quiet because I low-key love Karan, and I got... At that point, I already stopped loving him. Not like that. When he died, I had no feelings in my body because it was like that person was trying to kill me before he left. Real shit. He really was. He was trying to diminish my character, my image. He was trying to clout chase off of my son that I love the most. Like, yeah, people be doing stuff and don't know what be actually the after effect. What? All y'all sound dumb, bro. All y'all sound dumb, bro. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of evil attacking me at one time, bro, and I don't fuck with it, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro.
Yeah, so that was a bit of what Chrisean had mentioned today about it, you know, and I think there's been a built-up frustration, you know, with a lot of people saying things about her online. To the reason why I guess she, you know, felt that there's a need to speak up. Also, I think it went in what she was saying about, you know, just feeling as if there's a bunch of forces and so working against what she's working towards.
That's why sometimes I feel like it's best that you just don't say nothing, because I never heard the audio, but I watched the comments and shit earlier on the post. That's why I feel like sometimes it do be best that you don't say nothing, because Yeah, and I don't want to get that 30. I'd rather give you that 30 when I get off here.
Yeah, so can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so hi, Quell, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm all right. My name is Kajola. So to piggyback what you said and, everything that Blue Rock has presented, and you made a good point, less is best, right? So I guess my question is to piggyback off of what Blue Rock had asked, after you spoke with the detectives and they did not indicate any names to you, I still am curious and wondering why would you jump online and go straight into that?
Because...
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
ahead.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
Well, no, it's just a question because at that point, they're not putting you or pointing at you. They're not pointing at anybody, but based on your answers and what you gave. So I'm just curious, why would that be the first thing you would jump right straight into when there were no names mentioned at all, including yours?
Because I don't know. It's nothing that I know about this man getting unalive, right?
Okay.
Only thing I know is they know I know Chrisean, and they know that the internet is saying I'm a hitman and shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing I thought was they trying to get me. You get what I'm saying? To say something about this girl.
But I want to be clear about something, right?
Because I got laid. I might.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. No, I hear you.
If they question me, and I'm feeling like it's because of Chrisean's name in it, it would make you think like, damn, what do they think they have on? Like, why they coming? What's leading them to this, to take this? What's leading them to taking this route, basically? Like, what's leading y'all this way? Like, and only thing I can think of, my name is connected to Chrisean. I can't think of no $30. He down over $30 worth of weed because I don't know nothing about that. I can't think of nothing. I only can think of what I know. I know that these people that's in these comments right here that's probably saying, why are you saying this? Why are you saying this? 50% of them, 70% of them probably the same ones that was saying, you unalive Ronnie. You the hit man. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. So you're saying basically from watching things online and on the internet, and obviously from a detective giving you a call, your heart's racing, and that just was your instinct to go to that.
That's what was on my mind.
So let me ask you a question.
I was reading a comment or something because I can't remember like how vividly it went.
But Quell, here's what I'm trying to understand. How did you not think for a second it had something to do with you making jokes about Blueface owing you $100K?
Because
you mentioned Ronnie's name and everything.
Because in my mind, a stupid motherfucker, a blind motherfucker can see and hear that I'm trolling. You hear me pause and say, ain't Blueface in jail?
What is wrong with this man? He keeps saying clearly we can see, but we can't, sir. We can't. I don't understand why you don't get it. This is a bunch of mess, okay? And this just goes to show you unchecked ignorance is not bliss, okay? This is a clear example of not reading the room, not knowing your place, okay? Jumping in something that you had no business inserting yourself in. And it is, and he felt, you know what? He felt like he had a place because of his connections, his deep connections with the Malone family. But ignorance is the number one reason why this man is in this situation right now. I guarantee you he was in special ed. And remember when we were in school, we knew exactly where the special ed kids were, right? And I don't mean that literally, I mean it figuratively, because there were some people that were in special ed that just needed a little extra help. I'm talking about the ones that were OFF, Clearly, the elevator didn't go all the way to the top. Okay? Because anybody who thinks like this and keeps reiterating that over and over again and clearly doesn't get it, it's not getting through to him. That, bro, you missed the mark. We never got it. 99% of us did not think you were trolling. We thought you were dead serious. And the percentages may be off, but guess what? The majority of us, or at least enough of us, thought that you were dead serious, that we took it and ran with it. Why? Because that's what social media does. Now, we may throw in my perspective, allegedly, what I think. Nobody threw the word theory around. No content creator that I've heard so far that has addressed or tackled this topic has used the word theory, but you. Okay? Is this how you get down? You are going to be in a world of trouble. All right? This is going to lead you down a rabbit hole that you may not be able to climb out of. Alice, Wonderland, because that's clearly where your mind is, bro. What is your end game? Is what I want to know. What is your end game? Okay? Because you are about as bright as a dark room. Fool. And now look at you. Look at you. Now you got a meeting in the ladies' room. Got a meeting in the ladies' room. Got the ABC boys leaving cards on your door, leaving cards with your baby mama while you were out. While I was out, ass nigga. That's you. And now look what you came home to. Now what? Have you learned anything? Well, are you going to tell us? Or are you going to keep talking yourself into an investigation that you say has nothing to do with you? What a crackhead. I'll tell you about these crack babies. Bottom line is you let your rabbit ass, let your mouth write a check that your lame ass can't cash. And your favorite word is clearly. But nothing is clear, you sawed-off bastard. Nothing is clear. The fuck? I feel like I'm in some type of freaking matrix listening to this nigga. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat, because look, this is y'all. How ignorant can you be? He also gives me, he knows way more than he's saying. Yeah. Yep. He knows something, you guys. There is something to what he said, and he's trying to backtrack out of it. Don't for a minute think that he was trolling when he never said trolling. Mind you, the very first video that, or one of the first videos that he played when he took it back and showed us the video that sparked all of this, up until now, this man has never said the fucking word troll. He has never clarified that. It's only after the fact, and you keep going. It's like a beautiful nightmare. It's not a sweet dream, bitch. It's a beautiful nightmare, nigga. It's like the gift that keeps on giving. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Let me see what you guys are saying. Hola, Blonay. What's up, Miss Annie Mae? He could be in a small town. Informant, dummy to y'all. Girl. If questioning is happening, though, that's a good sign, but I hope the whole blame and truth come out. And the thing that he doesn't have any representative, he doesn't have a lawyer. He's just out here just blabbing. One of the things that happens when they read you your rights, which they are going to read you your rights, okay, before they interrogate you, before any interrogation, I don't care, anywhere USA, they read you your rights. And in those rights, they specifically say anything that you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Can and will be used, not for you, but against you. I hope you never make it to a courtroom, bro, because you're going to be cooked, fried. And you know that they can use what you say on the internet, what you put on the internet. Every one of these videos that we are watching can be submitted as evidence against you. The prosecutors can gather up every last video that you have, and I'm sure they have, and present them in court. If the Young Thug trial has not taught you anything, if the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial has not taught you anything, if the Rocky trial, which I sat in the fucking third row with my own eyes and ears, I sat my black ass in that courtroom and saw the wheels of justice turning. It wasn't slow. It was fast as fuck. It was accurate and clear. What was clear is the process that the courts and the justice system take when you sit your black ass in one of them courtrooms. It was clear as motherfucking day. When they brought up all of those Instagram posts and all of their text messages, that was real and clear. It couldn't have got more clear than that. They used every IG, Twitch, Instagram, tickety talk, video, text message, audio, phone call. They had so much digital evidence, so much surveillance. You don't know how many Ring cameras we saw up in that bitch. We saw from the time the incident happened to when A$AP Rocky and his homeboy was fleeing the scene. From this Ring door camera to this Ring door camera to this surveillance to this business's camera. If Little Durk's incarceration hasn't taught you anything, I don't know what fucking will. If YMW Melly case has not taught you anything, I don't know what fucking will. If the Diddy trial, which I watched from beginning to end, has not taught you anything, nothing ever will. I'm just saying. He better hope this never ever makes it to court, else this nigga's gonna be cooked. And I have to reiterate, if he is involved, because he may just be that stupid. Okay, I gotta leave all avenues open for El Stupido. Okay, because I would have to say allegedly. Now, in my opinion, my point of view, how I feel about something, right? An unconscious bias comes into that. My experiences, what I believe, my beliefs, what I know, what I don't know is going to come into and affect my point of view. But I may not be right. That don't make me right. That doesn't make any of us right. So he very well may have just been saying shit. I don't believe he did. Maybe he doesn't have anything to do with anything, right? We have to leave that avenue open. As stupid as this is, as dumb as he sounds, we have to leave that room for doubt. because we weren't there. We don't know. We don't even know these people. We don't know their mannerisms. We only know what they show us. What they show us online is just a glimpse into who they are, how they operate. You understand what I'm saying? We don't know enough about this man to really come to a conclusion, right? But I just had to clarify that, y'all. I just had to clarify that. Let's see. I'm going to continue. Let me see what you guys are saying. Steady incriminating yourself, goofball. Yep. You was acting like Ronnie was saying you stole his mask, and you was saying so much, Quell. You guys please hit that like button, support Blonay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is a bunch of mess, and he's talking circles on purpose because he's now backpedaling and pussy popping and covering for Chrisean Rock. And she went that money or back to school card for him. Yeah, he was talking about give me a back to school card or something. Thank you so much. Shout out to Tanisha. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Clock it. Thank you for the 80 jewels, love. Thank you for showing that extra love. I appreciate you guys. Drop them jewels, y'all. Hype me up. Join the vibe. Sprinkle me. Cash App Blonay LA, because once we locked in, ain't no switching up. I would like to take a moment to say justice for Ronnie Doe. Okay? Hashtag Save Junior. All right? Team Javon. Team Journey. Team Superior. And fuck the rest of y'all. Okay? Fuck all y'all. All right? Let's go ahead and get back into this, guys.
You hear me say Blueface owe me $100,000. Then I pause like, ain't Blueface in jail? I asked somebody in the background, ain't he in jail? You can clearly like
Great team.
So whoever.
So I just want to be fair here. So at first you were just thinking, just thinking all sorts of things, and that's what led you to that. But after speaking to the detective, you were certain that they never asked you anything to do with the Malones or Chrisean or any of that anyways, popcorn. Right? So is it fair to say that your assumption to why the detectives wanted to speak to you was wrong?
How can I say it's wrong, bro?
But you just said that they never asked you nothing to do with them. We don't know
what they investigating. That's first of all. Even right now.
So, Quell, but this is, hold on.
Truth until it come out, right?
But, Quell, hold on. Let's focus. You're moving forward.
Now I feel like...
No, hold on. Hear me out, okay? Hear me out. Calm down and hear me out.
No,
right, her name. That's it.
That the
they want her. They want him to clear her name.
He did not mention any names, including yours, right? You were never a suspect. The Malones weren't a suspect. At this point in time, Jonathan's not even a suspect, correct? Nobody asked any questions. So basically what we're asking or trying to understand is you already had a clean slate of an opportunity not to say anything, but you still chose to go online, go to Instagram, YouTube, or whatever, hit record, and start going. What we're trying to understand is why and what would prompt you to do that when you already had a clean slate.
Don't I go live every day and speak about whatever I have going on? Well, y'all probably don't follow me, but I go.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I've never seen you stuff before.
But to me,
all you gotta do is just go to my page and you'll see it. Go to my YouTube.
But Quell, here's what we're trying to put together, right? Because it's fair that I understand you were assuming something.
This is my story right here. This is actually what happened. The police came to my house, right?
Why everybody keep
Am I wrong about that?
I mean, that's what you said, right?
That's my story, right? That's what happened to me, as far as y'all know, right?
Yeah, what you tell us is just speculation.
If I choose to get online and talk about my story, that's me. That's what I choose to do. You feel me?
Technically, it wouldn't be your story if you're involving.
Wait, Mama Jolo, hold on.
Okay.
I'm not getting online for nobody else.
Head down.
Or what the fuck anybody else think about. I'm getting online to satisfy what I want to do. You feel me?
No, and I understand that, right? And here's the thing, Quell, because I'm not arguing with anything that you've said, right? I'm just trying to smooth out what you've actually said, right? So to me, what I've heard tonight, right, is that you had assumed because of your connection with, because you said you know Chrisean, but in my opinion, there is a connection because you know Chastity and her boyfriend or ex or whoever who was on the live, unfortunately, right? That's your connection. You may have met Chrisean.
I got pictures with Chrisean. My daughter got pictures with Baby Junior. Chrisean, I got videos sitting down eating with Chrisean at Cheesecake Factory. I smoked weed with Chrisean solo. Me and her, just me and her smoking. In my car, had conversation with Chrisean. We shared the same birthday.
Okay, great.
I don't know her for her personal life, but she paid for my baby mother nails to get done, like all type shit. Feel me?
So hear this.
Like, I'm just a shrink. Like, I'm just a weirdo. Just like
No, not at all. Like I said, there's a connection, and that's why I mentioned chastity. That's why
I'm like, damn, is it my connection to her that they're trying to figure out if I know something about her?
I know, but Quell, listen for a second. You have to be fair with it, though, because at the same time, I'm hearing you say that you had assumed that that's what was going to happen, and then I'm hearing you say that during the time,
I'm listening,
during the time that you had spoken to the detective, there was no indication about the Malones, no indication about Blueface, not even any indication about a question about your stuff.
Listen, respectfully, bro, you keep asking me the same question, and I keep telling you.
No, I'm not asking you a question. No, respectfully, I'm not even asking you a question, bro. I'm making a statement. If you listen, you would hear it.
No names, bro.
Exactly. So now what I'm saying to you is this. The fact that that's what happened, right? Uh-huh. Do you feel some sort of way, or do you feel a way to come out here now and say that although I assumed it may have had something to do with Chrisean, Blueface, or maybe myself, after speaking with the detectives, they never asked me anything to do with that, so it's safe to say my assumption was wrong.
I've been saying this shit for so long now.
No, and that's what I'm trying to smooth out.
It's a video sitting on my page right now where I said the police came to my house for me, asked for my shit. Y'all, I've been told all the blogs. Y'all running with the narrative that Chrisean is...
Not y'all, but I know who you mean.
Right.
Y'all,
we haven't done that over this way.
Hey, bro, can you do me a solid, bro, real fast for your people?
Yeah.
Is there any way that you can play that clip?
Which part? Which clip?
The clip that's on my page where I said...
On your YouTube? It's on your YouTube
page? Instagram.
No,
I simply said... Why are y'all running with this story like the police are investigating Chrisean when not clearly said?
Quell, send it to Blue Rock right now. Do me a favor. Send that video.
Right now.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
That's how you know, like, clearly Blue Rock. I got.
Say that word clearly one more time. You sound like a broken record. Let it go. Nothing about you is clearly, not the words coming out of your mouth, not your theory, not your videos, not your confession. Okay? You confessed to something without thinking about it. You were so wrapped up in your little bitty world of clout and views. And I tell you guys all the time, clout is a hell of a drug. You inserted yourself into something that you should have never been a part of. What's it to you if you don't really know Chrisean like that? For you to step in on and speak on Ronnie and Chrisean at the mall, just because he had on gloves and a mask and you felt like he was trying to intimidate or run down on her. But in the same breath, you say out your own mouth that he always is out there with gloves and a ski mask on. Explain that. If you often see Ronnie and other YNs running around, whether it's Baltimore, it's not really LA. I don't see it in LA, but you guys get what I'm saying. All right. Whether it's a trend, whether it's the thing to do, whether it was just Ronnie himself, you yourself said that he always has gloves on and a ski mask. You don't understand it or whatever you said. So what would make you think? Because remember, Ronnie was lured there. It's not like he prepped himself like, oh, I'm going to the mall. Let me put the ski mask on and let me put these gloves on and let me go intimidate like I'm going to run up and do something to her. Like, You left that part out, right? So who's lying and who's telling the truth? Because we could easily say that you don't know what the fuck you talking about in your line, because Ronnie, before he left this earth, he spoke on it and he explained how he got to that motherfucking rabbit ass mall in the first place. Nobody ever mentions that. They pick and choose what fits their narrative, their point of view, their perspective. No damn theory. Throw that shit out the window. Nobody's theorizing anything. How do we know that Ronnie wasn't telling the truth? He never said he betrayed. Ronnie said, I'm telling you guys the truth. He was lured. He's another one who labeled Chrisean a setup queen. Blueface has labeled Chrisean a setup queen. Tasiki, in so many words, has labeled Chrisean a setup queen. And you guys remember that I told you one of the last videos that Ronnie did, he specifically said that he was going to expose the Malone family, not Chrisean. And he specifically said Tasiki. Now, for the life of me, I thought that I had clicked it and I thought I had it in my little repertoire, right? I cannot find it. I don't know if I deleted it. I don't know, but I swear to y'all, there was a video and it was one of the last videos that Ronnie did. I looked for it. I cannot find it to save my life. And in the video, he says specifically, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? Because I did play it on one of my lives. This is going to be tedious work. But for the next live, I'm going to go through my lives and I'm going to find when I played that clip. That's what I'll do, because I remember I did have it for one of my lives. I'm going to go through my lives and I'm going to find that clip of Ronnie and the words coming out of his mouth where he said he was going to expose the Malone's family. And he said either specifically or I don't know the word that he used, but he pointed out Tasiki. Out of all of the Malones, he said Tasiki. He said starting with or specifically Tasiki. And this is why I feel it was a group effort. I'm not involving Tasiki or anything like that, but I don't put anything past anybody. Inside the Malone family, outside the Malone family, the Smith family, the Joneses. I'm keeping up with the Combses. I don't give a fuck. I don't put nothing past any human on this earth that can get up in the morning and put on a pair of sneakers. All y'all suspect, as far as I'm concerned. You guys are capable of any fucking thing. And that goes for all of us. Me included. Right? If this man says clearly one more time, okay, I'm going to throw up. Somebody said his voice is gross. And he sounds like a kid trying to lie. Can't even listen. Much love, Blonay in chat. Shout out to you, Butterfly. Thanks for coming through. Crazy work, y'all. She knows what even her mom tells her. She knows whatever her mom tells her. And remember, I think it was Chastity who let us know how China be knowing what she be knowing. I think it was Chastity or if it was Chrisean. And they were like, the only reason why she knows what she knows is because, I think it was Chastity that knows what's going on is because Tessa tells her. Now, I know it's probably a small community, a small town, a small part of Baltimore, and they were born and raised there. So I do believe that it goes through generations. So maybe they know from the niece. I'm not saying that they don't have access to what's going on in these streets, but just to make China the final word and just to stand on that is stupid as fuck. That's just like you saying my great grandmother told me and I believe her. What does your great grandmother? Yeah, my great grandmother told me that Ronnie was unalive for $30, and I believe it. What does your great grandmother? How is your great grandmother connected to these streets? Because somebody had to tell somebody who told somebody who told somebody for it to get to China. You think she's literally just hanging out? Even if she is a dope head, even if she is sipping on the corner at the liquor store, you think she's hanging with the YNs? You think she has her finger on the pulse? You have to be living that life to have your finger on the pulse. Now, you can be indirectly living that life, like you could be dating, you know what I'm saying, a gang member or somebody in the mob. You could be somebody's girlfriend, somebody's baby mama, not really directly doing something that's in there, but indirectly. Where does China fit in that? Who's she dating? Who is she around? And like I said, maybe it's a generational thing. Maybe the nieces know, or the younger nephews or the younger Malones know. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but I'm saying that that narrative does not fit. It doesn't fit. Don't you fucking say the word clearly no more, nigga. Don't do it.
I criticize you. And so I know you ain't did enough research, because you should know this. This the video where I've been saying what you're trying to get me to say right now. So
it's not a matter. Okay, here's what I want to ask you. Why do you think why is it a matter of trying to get you to say? I don't think I was twisting your arm. I think you were saying it. I was trying to paraphrase what you were actually saying.
Because you saying this right here, bro. You saying, so is it clear to say that your assumption was wrong when I can't clear and say my assumption was wrong, because nothing happened. Nobody have been locked up for it or nothing yet. So I can't say what I assumed that day is wrong. That's the only thing I'm saying. All I'm saying is, yes, I didn't say the police was investigating Chrisean. I never said that out my mouth.
But when you okay, I'm gonna have to hold on, Quell. I gotta cut you off. And I'm glad that you said that, though. I'm glad that you did say that the detective never said that. But what I'm saying, and I'm not speaking for Blue Rock, this is coming from Controller, what I'm saying, when you went online that we played, you know, Shorty might be getting in trouble. Right. That is kind of you kind of contradicting.
That's my theory. That's my thoughts. That's what I think.
No, and that's because it's clear tonight that we've understood you thought that for absolutely no particular reason.
I understand that's something that y'all don't want me to think, or probably something that y'all ain't want me to say, but that's what I think. Same way Trap Lord Ross make his video.
No, and I think that's your misunderstanding, though, because here's the thing, though, right, Quell? When you say something about, oh, you guys want me to say this, you guys want me to say that, I'm going to speak up. I might speak over for a second because it is what it is, right? So what I'm trying to explain to you is I'm here to understand you and what you have to say, because obviously there's a narrative going around. Obviously you're sitting here trying to act as if you didn't know what you was doing when you said it, but I don't believe that. You seem to be a smart enough guy to know what you was doing. Then you're here saying that we're like pretty much almost twisting your arm to say something that you've already said, but yet you're almost trying to not say it again. You know, so I don't understand really, you know, what you're trying to say. But me, I'm trying to get your truth, like I told you from the beginning, right? I'm trying to make sure people have more than just those 60 seconds. So yeah, if I need you to clarify something again, I'm going to get you to clarify something again. Because like I said before, and I'm not sure how much you watch us over here, but we eventually clip up the interviews and get all the information together so people can actually hear what you said as a full, not just those 60 seconds of bullshit that people have been posting of you, right? So do understand, if I haven't heard what I need you to say for me to put out there, I'm going to keep asking you to make sure I'm hearing it clear as day today. You understand? And if you're getting frustrated, that I apologize. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Viewers are going to come up and ask you some questions as well. If you don't want that to happen after a while, just let me know as well. I will let you speak. But do know my intention here is not to push any particular narrative besides just trying to understand exactly what it is that you are telling us today. So if you notice and you go back and you listen to the interview after, you will hear that everything I've been saying is simply just paraphrasing what you've been trying to say to us tonight, just for me to better understand and to make sure that I'm following along with what you're actually saying. But go ahead.
Yeah, also keep in mind, because of the narrative that's out there, the huge allegations, and like you said, you're going through it. When we have Chrisean going through it, and now Blueface is in it, so we're trying to get that clarity. So the masses, right? The masses between all social platforms, who is spreading a narrative, has an understanding with truth and clarity. If that also makes sense. Real fast? Yeah, go ahead.
So, bing. All right, so Trap Lil Russ, for instance. Because he keep deleting my comments under these posts where he keep trying to say Chrisean getting locked up, right? Him, for instance, it's videos out there where I'm saying, bro, I never said the detectives was investigating Chrisean. I never said they said anything about Chrisean. I'm saying this out my own mouth, right?
Yeah.
But he's still ignoring the fact that what I said was a theory or what I think. But it's still saying, he's saying this, putting up old footage of me trolling. They making a theory. They making my theory like something I said is a fact. You get what I'm trying to say? Like even y'all, even the people in the comments, they are taking my theory, something that I think like, damn, this is what I'm thinking. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck can they possibly really want from me? If he telling the police officer telling me he know I'm trolling. Right? So what possibly, if he telling me he know I'm trolling on the internet, what possibly else can he want from me? So now,
Boy, are you smoking crack? Ain't no investigator told you, oh, I know you're trolling. We just still want to talk to you. What investigator, what ABC boy that would say that to a potential person that they want to investigate? Why would they tell you, we know that you're trolling, when the general public didn't even know that you were trolling? The reason why you're being investigated is because they took it seriously. Okay? The law, the investigators, the authority are not going to waste their time. Their resources are limited. Okay? Period. There's budget cuts from here to Kalamazoo. Bro, they're not just going to be out there just for the fuck of it, just for the aesthetics. So I don't believe that. Oh, the authority, the investigator told me that he knows I'm trolling. Well, why in the fuck are they talking to you? If they know that what you were saying is not true, why would they want to talk to you? Because if what you're saying and they know that you're trolling, then that means there's no truth to it. You couldn't lead them to anybody because you're trolling. What you're saying is not true. So what would you know? If not you, then who? If you're trolling, how could you lead them or give them anything substantial that they could use if they already told you and made it clear that they know that you're trolling? You're lying. Ain't no investigator on God's green earth told you, we know you're trolling. We still want to waste our time and investigate you. We know you don't have any leads. We know that trolling, everything you said was false, but what the hell? We still just want to waste our time and interview. Get the fuck out of here. Investigate you, interrogate you, because that's what it's going to be, bro. It's not going to be an A and B conversation. You're not going to chop it up. You're not going to roll a blunt, nigga, and talk to the police. They are going to interrogate you. You're not going to be standing on the corner. You're not going to be on the block. Okay? They are going to take you to a building where the judicial system, the legal system, the law operates under. Set your rabbit ass down and interrogate you. Quit acting like you just about to meet them on the corner and y'all about to, you know what I'm saying, I'm just going to chop it up with them, you know what I'm saying, we're going to smoke a blunt, do whatever, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to talk to them for a minute, and no. Quit trying to minimize what is going on. Okay? Play with your mama. Don't play with us, because we know better. All right? We're smarter than the 5th grader up in this bitch. You are the weakest link. You, Quell, are the weakest link. Just know that. I'm going to let you keep talking, bro, but you are the weakest link, and you don't even know it. Why? Because you don't know how to read the room. Okay? You ain't kept your head on the swivel. And you are clueless to how this shit works. And it's sad. Because you should know more about the streets and how this shit works. But it seems like you don't even know how the streets operate. Get it together. All right? Get it together. Boo, tomatoes, nigga.
Now my theory, like, damn, what the fuck? What the fuck? They think they got something. You feel me? But they think they got something on Shorty and trying to see if that's why I said, damn, Shorty. And I shouldn't have said it the way I said it. I should have said, damn, the way it looked like they are trying to. I should have, the same way I'm explaining to you now, I should have broke it down in like ABC form. You feel what I'm saying? I should have broke it down and said, damn. I don't know why they bother me. Only thing I can think of, they.
Well, that was a monumental conclusion. Wouldn't you say that? Too little, too late. Dumb, dummy. Okay. All right. So I'm glad that I was able to go ahead and share that with you guys. Let me get your thoughts on this. And what I wanted to also share with you is his last live that he did. He's still running off at the mouth. Nigga, your nickname is Diarrhea. I'm just going to leave off the laugh. Diarrhea. Okay? Diary of a stupid black man. Because at this point, when are you going to stop? I have never seen a self-inflicted train wreck in my life. Stupid is as stupid does. This is ignorance in the flesh. Remedial, slow, special, that doesn't even describe the way that you are crucifying yourself. You basically sacrificed yourself for something you say you have nothing to do with. But I believe that you have something to do with this because you're all up in the mix. You're connected to too many people in the Malone family outside of Ronnie's passing, which makes you a pivotal figure in this because you just seem dumb enough to be that $2,500 nigga that WAP 100 referred to. All you got to do is get a dirty nigga and give him $2,500 and he'll do it for you. You have even said, we need the money. We want the money. We want to get out of Baltimore. You also backed that up when you said, I need a job at the Krabby Shack, the Kingy Krabby Shack. Give me a jobby job. I just made $10,000 off my interview. I'm up for the sun. Y'all remember that, nigga? That don't sound like trolling. You were speaking from the heart. You got caught up in your own celebration because what? Everybody has a price. And I believe yours is $2,500. Hell, I believe yours is $30. And we have to be real. People have been taken off this earth for less than that. Okay? People have been taken off this earth for sleeping with somebody's woman, and that pussy wasn't worth no $30. Now, did you see her? Yeah. That pussy wasn't worth no $30. And you were taken out for less. We've seen people taken off the streets and taken out for less than $30. Where do you fit in, nigga? 30? Some coochie? Some clout? Some clicks? Some views? 20? Are you that $2,500 nigga that WAP 100 refers to? Are you that dirty, tacky nigga? Why these dirty, tacky niggas keep tripping? We are talking about a dirty khaki Nika. All right? It's been 7 days, the same clothes. Ask them originals, because they know. Now, my time in the streets may have well been past, but it ain't changed. Only thing that's changed is technology. All y'all did is go from wearing baggy size 3X t-shirts and the baggiest pants and 501s and motherfucking Ben Davises in the world to skinny jeans, and now y'all back to the motherfucking 501s. What's poppin', slime? Y'all tried so hard to separate yourself from the generation before you, and now look at you. You're running around in mom jeans. Give me my jeans back. Y'all done went back to the baggy look now. Now what? Same old shit, dog, just a different day. The streets don't change. The only thing that changes is time and chance. It's the same mentality. Y'all still fighting over concrete and colors that you don't own, don't belong to, nothing you own. Y'all don't got a deed to shit. You don't even have any control over what block you lived on, okay? It was simply a choice. That's where your mama stayed. Where your grandmama stayed. Where your grandmama stayed. You had no choice, bucko. Yet y'all are willing to die over the government's property. Your mama and grandmama stay there where my grandmama stayed. That's where my grandmama stay at. Y'all motherfuckers ain't even Indian. Don't even, you can't even claim a reservation. And you don't even have enough smarts and intelligence to find out if there's any Indian in you. The closest you niggas come to finding out who you really are is if you got good hair or a little wave to your, I got Indian in me. I got Indian in me. High cheekbones and you got a little wave in your motherfucking crop. All of a sudden you got Indian in you. Nigga, how about you find out? Maybe you do have some property out there, but it ain't your block. Same old shit, dog, just a different day. The same reason why your uncle, your daddy, your homeboys either ended up in the grave, in jail, or worse. It's because of the same shit y'all doing now. Fighting over concrete and colors. What has changed? You still homemongers and dope slanging. Everybody's the man in their own hood. Hardhead always got to see it to believe it. I'm the biggest, I'm the baddest, I'm the toughest. Too many chiefs and not enough fucking Indians. Okay? I'm Indian and West Indies. I am Black. Okay? If you're going to fight over anything, find out who you are. So maybe you can fight over some reservations. Maybe you do got some land out there. Maybe your great grandmother, like mine, was pure Indian. You guys are so blinded. And this is what is wrong with this situation. This is what's wrong with Quell right now. You wanted to be the big dog. Clout is a hell of a drug. Clicks, views. And now look at you. Famous for no reason. Famous for the wrong reasons. Well, you are recognized. You're not famous. You ain't did shit. Recognized for the wrong reasons. Now what? You've painted yourself into a box that you can't get out of, because we will always see you as the backward ass snitch who sacrificed himself and put his foot in something he should have never been in the first place. It was none of your fucking business. How dare you get into a text message brawl with Ronnie? What gave you the balls to check that nigga over Chrisean? Why? Because there's a connection that you're not telling us about. There's something that you're not saying. And I want you guys to pay attention. Pay attention to what he's saying all day long. But the real tea, the real answer is what this nigga is not saying. And he's trying so hard not to say it. What is Quell covering up is the real question. Because the diarrhea and the shittiness that's coming out of his mouth is doing nothing but confusing us. It's leading us over here. He throws the rock over there and then points over there. If you know, you know. Okay? Now, what I want to show you guys is one of the last videos that he did, but hold on, y'all. Let me take this down. First of all, let me make sure there's nothing else that I want to show you on Instagram, because it can be kind of cumbersome to try to go back and forth. Hold on. Again, shout out to T-Page83. Shout out to Blue Rock TTV. Shout out to those content creators, okay? Give credit where credit is due for their time, their creativity, their energy, and their talents, okay? You guys may not see it as that, but it takes something to do what we're doing, okay? And for me to be able to use that as a source, I appreciate that, all right? So hold on, y'all. Let me see. I just want to make sure that there's nothing else on here. Hold on, y'all. And I'm sure you guys, I don't know if you guys understand where I'm coming from. I don't like to chalk everything up to being a Gemini, but a lot of times what I do and say can be explained through the actions and the characteristics and personality that falls under the sign of Gemini. Because at the end of the day, that's what I feel that the zodiac is it reads the personality and characteristics of the person born under that sign. I don't believe that it's going to tell my future. I don't believe that that is all that I am, but I do believe in that. Okay. But let me make sure there is nothing. I'm just going to play you guys a few videos that I feel kind of fit this narrative. And then we're going to get into a few videos from Quell, including his last live that he did. All right.
Chat, so look, I'm gonna check this out, chat. I'm taking a break from streaming. I just want to get on my TikTok to let y'all know this, because why not? I just want to be on my TikTok, but I want to get some stuff off my chest for real. I want to clear something real quick for real. This the thing about it. I'm not in a place where, or a space where, I have no evil vendetta for nobody, anybody that's trying to be involved in my name. To be honest, do I regret being there for somebody that barely could be there for themselves? Yeah, only because it could have went way better. Because first of all, yes, I am taking care of my son, so y'all could just be quiet. Y'all could just be quiet. And y'all keep talking about this Ronnie situation like, what is wrong with y'all? Let that shit go. Let that man rest in peace, bro. Y'all acting like they don't got that nigga phone. Like they don't know what's going on and who he was beefing with and who he robbed before all that. Y'all keep on trying to, and it's crazy because you know why y'all don't know what he was doing outside of that? Because y'all don't care. All y'all care about is Chrisean. So why? And that's what's gonna get y'all bills paid. And that's what y'all gonna get. And then y'all keep saying, "Oh, why were you with Blueface?" Da da da. Bro, this man is risking his freedom, his life, to get on a flight. That's some Harley Quinn Joker stuff. I think I don't know. Maybe I should have ran. Maybe I should have just let him be at that airport. Maybe I should have just let him be where he was at. I'm in a good space where I'm happy. I'm doing good. I can provide for myself. I'm great. But I don't know no man risking their life and their freedom. Like, I don't know. That kind of like turned me a little like, what's going on? You okay? Are you okay, Dada? Are you okay? And the reason why I say because I don't know no man risking their freedom, their life. Okay? Okay? Who's putting that little sound on? Ew. But, yeah, like, look, check this out, chat. Look, I was minding my business. I told y'all I'm traveling every weekend for my stream. Now I'm not doing it no more. I'm not even going to start. I'm done streaming till August 19th. Like, I need a break from just social media, period. And, yeah, y'all keep on trying to play this like, okay, chat, I'm about to block the gifts. How y'all block the gifts? I don't want that gift. I don't want that gift. But I'm gonna be honest. I'm getting attacked 3 different ways. Like, first of all, these are signs that I know I'm getting closer to God and that I need to stay focused and I need to back up from things. First, my homegirl, I love her dear to my life. I love her. Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. She's on a mission. She's a better person. She's this sign to turn her life around to get closer to God. Blah, 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 blah. It's the same thing that she says every day, every few days. She'll go do God's work, do the devil's work, then turn around and turn into this saintly person where she's finally found it and she's happy and blah, blah, blah. Girl, we're tired of that. The reason why I played that is because she mentioned Ronnie. And another thing is she prompted this response from Blueface. And this is how quickly Blueface will turn on you. Mind you, they was just romping and rendezvousing on the fucking beach for 4 days in Miami like they were going to elope. The fuck? That's why I tell y'all, don't believe the hype. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. It's all a facade. All right? Master deceiver. This is nothing but deception. And what is going on behind closed doors? Yeah, we catch a glimpse because what? She shares all the text messages. All right? Blueface comes on and says some shit like this. Listen to this. He will turn on your ass in a minute. And this is why I don't believe none of these months. Fuck all of them. Fuck them all. Okay? Everybody's suspect. Listen to what Loverboy has to say, not but 2 days later. Okay? And mind you, I just want to let you know, FYI, she said she wasn't going to go live until August 19th when she made this video. She just went live yesterday. She just went live yesterday. All right? Listen to what Blueface had to say.
Chrisean'S posting my text messages. To be honest, Chrisean'S is trying to distract from her murder investigation. That's all I'm getting. Chrisean'S posting my text messages. To be honest, Chrisean'S is trying to distract from her murder investigation. That's all I'm getting. Chrisean'S posting my text messages. To be honest, Chrisean'S is trying to distract from her murder investigation. That's all I'm getting. Chrisean'S posting my text messages. To be honest, Chrisean'S is trying to distract from her murder investigation. That's all I'm getting.
Boy, these MFers go for the jugular, don't they? These motherfuckers go for the jugular. And if you know Chrisean is under a red rum investigation, why would you choose to risk your probation, risk your freedom with, I think she even is, doesn't she have a warrant, or is she on probation or something like that? Why would you want to hang out with the likes of her? I don't get it. I don't get it for the life of me. These people get what they deserve, okay? Because when y'all play out here on this devil's playground, this is what's going to happen to you, all right? This is what's going to happen to you. Now, let me go ahead and prepare the video that I wanted you guys to see. We're going to go ahead and get into Quell's video and also his last video, okay? Somebody said, can we get a receipt for my son walking? My son talking. My son. Oh my God. Y'all are so funny. Y'all are so funny, y'all. Y'all are so funny. All right, you guys, let me go ahead and prepare this for you guys. All right, hold on. We're going to take this small chronic break, y'all.
Just because I don't display that internet, I don't give a fuck about proving anything to y'all, bro. Right. He took that away from me. Like, what? I posted my son, happy to bring him into the world, his own son parade. He was, because I really feel like the kids blesses the mom, right? It's like a real gift. And it's like, for some, that he can't really love all up front, just to, it really do. They do. My son walking, my son talking, my son eat. Just because I don't display that internet, I don't give a fuck about proving anything to y'all, bro. Right. He took that away from me. Like, what? I posted my son, happy to bring him into the world, his own son parade. He was, because I really feel like the kids blesses the mom, right? It's like a real gift.
Shout out to Bria K. Shout out to Bria K, babes.
In huge circles of people. They have almost no real friends and y'all think you, and that's exactly how they like it. Geminis don't collect people. They observe them. They study their energy, their words, their patterns. They trust slowly, if at all. You can be around a Gemini for years and still never truly know them. They keep their thoughts guarded and their emotions carefully hidden. It's not because they don't feel, it's because they feel everything apicing, and they've learned that most people can't handle the depth of their mind. They can't stand hypocrisy or shallow conversation. They'd rather stay silent than pretend to be interested in someone who doesn't match their frequency. A Gemini watches how you move. They notice your effort. They see your consistency, whole or your lack of it, and they never forget. If they're not impressed, they won't fight. They'll quietly withdraw, and you'll feel their absence like a missing piece of the puzzle. Once a Gemini gets tired of explaining themselves, they disconnect completely. No drama, no warnings, just silence. They don't need a crowd. They need a few real ones. People who can keep up with their speed, their wit, and their ever-changing mind. If you're a Gemini who's ever walked away without explanation, drop your birthday below. I have never seen a Gemini in huge.
All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into what Quell had to say, okay? Let me go ahead and pull this up. You guys, make sure you smash that like button. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to Bloné Media. Push that like button. Drop them jewels, you guys. Hype me up. Get us into the algorithm, all right? And get more eyes on to Bloné Media. If you want to be part of Bloné Society, go ahead and grab your membership. Don't forget to check out Bloné Got Merch store right here on YouTube. Grab your journal, grab your mug, because we are the bad guys, all right? I also have a digital playbook that has all the income streams opportunity that you could ever want. Okay. It's an all-in-one bundle. Make sure you guys check that out right here on Bloné Got Merch store. All you got to do is go to the description on my YouTube page and push the first link that you see. It will take you straight to my store. Okay. Happy shopping. And thank you so much for supporting Bloné Media. Okay. Also, I will be trying to attempt to go to the Keefe D Tupac trial in Vegas. If anybody wants to support me with a room, with travel, it is expected to last about 30 days. Feel free to hit me up, DM me, or just hit my Cash App Bloné LA. And thank you for your support in advance. Okay. Because besides this, you guys, I do attend live trials. Okay, that's another one of my passions. And I do a lot more outside of just YouTube and content creations. And yeah, so that's one of the other things that I do besides YouTube. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get into this, you guys. And let me go ahead and bring this up. Now, hold on, because I already have it queued in, but I wanted to see if I wanted to bring you guys another video. All right, hold on, because I do have this one. I wanted to play a little bit of this video that I came across. And in this video, Quell is trying to prove that he didn't touch Ronnie Doe. So we're going to get into a few excerpts of this video, and then we're going to go ahead and get into his latest live, okay? Which was, I think, yesterday. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this. Hold on, y'all. And let me go ahead and bring that up. Thank you guys so much for tapping in, for engaging. Thank you for letting a sister roll. I appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to my members. Shout out to my mods. Thank you guys. All right, you guys, hold on. It's coming up now.
Babe, Ronnie died or got shot or whatever. I heard 7:30 during the PMs. Y'all see what this say right here? It's 7:04. Now, all right, it's 7:04, Quell. You could have been on your way to his house. All right. All right. It's on close. On any don't flow. Couple niggas head off behind some. He look like I'm from Hong Kong. Going through quick behind the day. Can't let them see me in on that. I was these with that pussy. They gave me 150. Bitches, they gonna be. So this. Oh, this somebody else. Nigga.
Chill out. Chill out. Hey, chill out.
So, it's 7:26. I'm home. I'm in the crib. Schoolyard. See, it don't got the date on here like it's normally had a date. I'm gonna show y'all so y'all know I ain't capping. Show y'all on my phone real fast what date it say. And then, shit. Shawty know I kill people, real people. Look, just to show y'all, the February, y'all go on my Instagram, and the first highlight it say Dave Ronnie, and it got the emojis, and y'all see it. So y'all can go check out the date. I was talking to the nigga Montana. I told him I was gonna get my dogs to bite him. And it's crazy because Ronnie probably was just about to die. Or probably already happened. Or it just like the nigga probably was pulling up, maybe. I don't know. But this video right here.
Oh, I need you. Hey, get up there. I need you bite somebody. Chill out. Bruno, get up there. Get up there. Sit. I need you bite somebody.
This the alright. This the Ronnie pack right here. This the shit I was smoking on that morning when I was smoking this. And it's called Dark Afghanistan. This Ronnie pack was fire. I gotta find this shit again. I smoked it. I felt like I was smoking a dead nigga. Like that shit came out my throat. Ronnie.
Y'all wanna kill me?
50. Big 50 of it. Big 50. Had to put
Dark Afghanistan, you stupid ass nigga. I've been quiet, but I'm watching. He on Instagram talking about the smoke. Hey, yo, don't take that shit serious, bro. I done beat this man up. Fuck this man, bitch. Played father to this man kids. I literally took this man daughter out his hand. Up Towson. Give me her, bro. You tripping. Fuck is you trying to run away with this girl baby for? What'd he do? Like a bitch. He put it in the bins. I had the bins. He handed the baby to me. After he tried to do some fake tough shit, but once I hopped out, yeah, he handed that baby up. Me, I wish my baby mother would pull up with a nigga talking about give me my child. Y'all going, both of y'all gonna get it right here. This man a bitch. Niggas pulled up on him. He running backwards, so my man knocked him out. Niggas. Then the funny part about it is, yo, let the dyke bitch whip the gun out.
Making noise with this back.
You know me, I'm a select nigga. You
never gonna lose cause these bitches gonna choose. I heard they might hop in the Porsche.
It's fine. I'm done proving shit, bro. Yeah. Schoolyard crib. That's the gun right there. That's the gun right there. That's the gun that killed Ronnie right there. No. Shut up. Smack your face out because you did the only reason I'm gonna press you out when I see you pass it down the dance. I really like you, but you fucked up now. He talking about Ronnie right there. Bro, shit.
All right, so you guys see his attempt to prove that he didn't have anything to do with Ronnie. And in this video, I'm just gathering that he's trying to play 43 weeks back or so far back to prove that he couldn't have been in two places at one time, or, you know, I don't know. Don't ask me to explain the actions of ignorance, okay? Don't ask me to explain it. But I'm just gathering from that, is that what he's trying to prove, right? Now, let's go ahead and move on to his last video, okay? First of all, let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. She's the one that effed up her disabled child. What about that? Oh, somebody in the chat is saying that. Okay. Let me see. Because it's about Chrisean and Blueface, duh. Well, my brother's disabled and he can walk, talk, and eat. Let's see, y'all. We know Junior is not, let's see. You say we know Junior is not a Blueface baby because Chrisean Anthony would put in the effort. If that was his baby girl, she would have took 5 DNA tests by now. Who wouldn't have? The things that we are pointing out is people that act outside of what a normal person would do. It's just as plain as the nose on your face. If you knew for sure, and in the way that Chrisean, her character and how she is, and we know how she is because of her pattern of behavior, she would have did 5 tests and threw it in our faces, okay? She would have sewed together a bathing suit of all the DNA tests that she did, and she would have wore it on her last live video, okay? She couldn't wait to throw it in our faces. But why only one test that was conducted by Zeus, okay, And there hasn't been another test since that we're aware of that has been made public to clear the air, to clarify the situation, and to prove that Blueface is truly the father of Chrisean Jr. Okay? And thanks to Denat, the content creator, he proved that that DNA test was invalid. There's a whole video out there. Okay? He didn't come and with the theory. He didn't come with a bunch of receipts and videos like we're doing now. No, we literally saw him go to the facility where the DNA was conducted. Okay? Damn near got arrested. All right? Showed us the pillow, the facility, everything, the people. And I just showed you guys the video the other day of how the DNA was sent to Jaden's grandmother's house. I told you Ronnie knew too much about a lot of shit. Ronnie knew too much, according to the people that didn't want him on this earth anymore. I'm not saying that. And he was willing to tell it. He was willing to tell what? The truth. He was willing to tell what he knew. Okay? What does that say? Taking pictures outside your house is crazy work. All right, so let's see. Thank you. Thank you so much. Shout out to True Sets, one free for 10 jewels, and then another 100 jewels, thumbs up and high five. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, if I was live, you guys would be able to see these gifts. But because I am audio only, right? This is more of a podcast type a channel. You can't see the gifts that they're giving, okay? But they are giving gifts. They're showing love. And, you know, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, you guys. My little sister's a Gemini, air energy, a thinker. Thank you. Yes, we're observing. We're observing everything that you do. We're observing your behavior. We're observing your body language, all simultaneously. It's not like you're going to look at a Gemini and know that that's what we're doing, but that's what we're doing. We're doing 1,000 things at once, and it looks like we're just looking at you. But in my mind, I am breaking down data so motherfucking quickly. I mean, that's just an insight to if you do know a Gemini, just know that. Somebody said you could be trash, but we don't know you. What does that mean? You could be trash, but we don't know you. Okay, Native Queen 2121. Let me see. Gemini, Sun, and Moon always walking away with no explanation. Oh my God, y'all are crazy. Yes, y'all. Yes. You said she monetizes off her son. Disabled and not helping him. Everyone checks up on him. Those are the most views she gets. She capitalizes off a disabling child. What a sicko she is. Rachel, the sweetest thing. Thank you so much for love. Let me see. You said you people have called CPS on her 300 times. Keep calling. Girl, you ain't got to say that. They are. And they will. And I don't know who you people are because I've never picked up a phone and called nobody. So you ain't talking about me. Okay? But hopefully you people will get the message, and however they take it, they take it. Because you ain't talking about me. I ain't never picked up a phone and called a Cia, a Pia, or the S. All right? And I'm pretty sure it's more than 300 times. And I don't think they need any help from you to say keep calling, because I'm pretty sure that they are. Okay? Pretty damn sure that they are. Okay? Let's see. Thank you for the space, Bonet. No problem, you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this, okay? You said he got them Geminis on point. We love you, Blone. Thank you, you guys. God sees all. Yes, y'all. All right, let's go, you guys. Hold on. Let's go ahead and get into his latest one, right? Okay, Native Queen, you gotta go. You talking about Jesus and all that? We're like, nah, we not gonna play with God. Thank you so much for coming through, but you done crossed the line. Bye, girl. You're doing too much. First of all, you're flooding my chat. We get it, girl. You ain't got it, girl. We get it. Okay. We let you stay. Now you gotta go. Okay. Telling us we don't know, girl. Bye. You did the wrong thing when you mentioned Jesus. All right. Somebody says I rebuke you. Somebody said I rebuke you in the name of the Lord my God. Okay. We don't want anyone that's causing chaos and confusion, right? You guys have to get rid of that. We respectfully let her stay, say her words. Everybody doesn't have to agree with us. When you start bringing Jesus into it and telling us something that we're not, you gotta go. We get it. I get it, got it, good. We got it. Okay. We let you speak long enough. Now, scoot. All right, moving on. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this, y'all. I just wanted to give you a little highlight on that of what he is saying. We don't need to watch the whole video, but let's go ahead and get into his latest live. All right. Hold on, y'all. Let me see where it's at. Hold on, y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. Here it goes right here. And let's look at the date of this. I think this is his most recent one. Okay. If not, this is the one we're gonna look at. This is the last one I saw. All right. Let's see. 1 day ago, you guys. Right? So this is 1 day ago. And let's go ahead and get into this. I think a commercial is going to come on first. Let's see. Going kind of slow, y'all. Sorry about that. It's buffering, but we're going to go ahead and get into this. And you guys go ahead and take a listen. Let me see, y'all. For some reason, it's not coming. Okay, here it goes. Let's go, y'all.
You got all this on pen.
On my phone. Won't you? Out. Chill. See this hair? See all this hair? It's because of you. All this hair. Go. Oh! Go ahead. Come on. Come on, man. Get up there. Come on. Dang, man. That thing's so hard. Man, look at you. Want my attention. Yeah, yo. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, here.
Today I had a nice little 2 interviews, actually. I had one this morning. Actually, honestly, though, y'all gonna see that interview whenever it come out. I like the interview that I had this morning, like way more. Like, cause, like, everything I said, even when I apologized, it all was in my way. Like, it wasn't no, like, almost like you watch that other live, you watch the other interview, it'll almost look like I was forced into a narrative. The interview I had earlier is gonna drop real soon. I don't know when I'm gonna find out. The interview I had earlier was more like just letting me get my thoughts out, like letting me get my shit out, and just letting me. It wasn't no chat involved, wasn't no live involved, straight FaceTime, straight audio. I'm not gonna tell y'all with who yet, but none of that, because I don't know what they person plan on doing. But they from Detroit, I'm gonna say that much. Shout out Detroit. From Baltimore to Detroit. From B-More to Detroit, yo. From Baltimore to Detroit. Nah, but for real though, the interview, well, the podcast, whatever I had going on earlier, I respect that, yo. I respect that, yo. I respect that, yo. 100%, yo. I respect her.
Huh, sweet. Saved enough for concert tickets.
Winning feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Thanks to Purdue Global, I got my literal
female I talked to her. And I understand, like they told me earlier, before I even went up to, before I even went, I'm about to vacuum the couch and shit up. But before I even went up live, they was like, be careful, because they love shorty and whoop-de-whoop. I understand that, right? So I just felt like that was just the best place for me to go. So that was like the better option, because that's a better option for me to go. That was the best place for me to go. That was the best place for me to go and explain that I never once ever said that detectives was looking for Chrisean'S or whatever. Now, that's why I respect. That's why I ain't gonna say I don't respect. I'm not saying I don't respect Blue Rock. But what I'm saying is, that's why I respect the conversation I had earlier. Because they understand why I would come up, why my mind would give me the theory that my mind gave me. Feel me? my mind gave me the theory because it was like, if you know you're innocent, fuck what these hate pages say, fuck what everybody got to say every day. You did this, you did this. You know you're innocent. And then out the blue, these people hitting you up, asking you about some shit that got to do with the person whose name I said. And the first thing you want to think is, damn, I hope Shorty good on that type tip. I guess I worded it wrong. I guess I did when you say shit like, yeah, this person's grass.
You guess you worded it wrong? That's the first intelligent thing that you've said since I've heard you speak. I guess I worded it wrong. You think? I wish you could regroup from Brute Whoop. I really do. I think it's a little too late. But you finally getting it. It's finally getting through your thick skull. Right? The fuck? So now it's becoming clear to you. You've been wrong since you opened your damn mouth. The fuck?
Or this person might be grass. I definitely understand. I understand it that way. Like, damn it. But when I talk, I don't be speaking to little-minded people, bro. Like, I don't be speaking to motherfuckers that I don't think motherfuckers going wrong with a lie or don't understand what I'm saying. When I speak, I think I'm speaking to a grown motherfucker.
Newsflash, you don't know who the fuck you're talking to. None of us do. You're talking to total strangers. You're on a public platform where anybody can tap in. Okay? They can choose to comment and make themselves known, or they can watch from the bushes. You could be talking to anybody. Okay? You could be talking to a criminal. You could be talking to a kid. You could be talking to an 80-year-old man sitting in his basement scratching his ball sack. Do you understand that? You could be talking to somebody's grandmother. You could be talking to somebody's sister. The law enforcement can be, the ABC boys can be tapped in right now. Just FYI, Quell. Just FYI. Anybody that has access to Wi-Fi and has a device can tap in and listen to you anytime you go live, anytime you post a video on any number of platforms. Just FYI, never assume strangers. You don't know none of these people. I don't care if it's the same 30 people that are always in your lives. You don't know those 30 people personally, bro. What is wrong with you? I just assumed that I was talking to. Why would you assume that? Asshole. I promise you, assholes live forever. It's not just a name brand. It's not just a clothing brand. It is a statement. It is a way of life that you have to live by. Assholes live forever, bro. You could have been talking to a bunch of assholes. You could have been talking to a priest. You could have been talking to a doctor. You could have been talking to a teacher. You could have been talking to a high school student. I mean, the list goes on and on. Wake the fuck up. I need for you to go to church, build a popsicle stand, get your ass off mine. Do something. Okay? Go to school. I don't know what else to tell you. But this online life is not for you. I'm telling you, it's not going to end well. Okay? You're not looking good. Okay? I'm just letting you know. You need to choose another hobby, profession, way to pass time, the way to be heard. Nigga, write a book. Okay? And proofread that bitch about 5 times. If you're looking for something to do. Because this live thing, this social media thing is not for you, bro. It's not for everybody. Everybody can't be a content creator. Everybody can't be social media savvy. Because you're coming off not only uneducated, ignorant, remedial, but you're unlikable because you are so dense and you're so clueless. And unlikability doesn't go far on social media. I'm telling yourself, you have painted yourself into a corner that you can't unpaint. There's nothing in this world that would get people to reevaluate what and how they think about you. And we are waiting with bated breath to find out what your ass is going to come back online and tell us happened, because we know you're going to come back. And if you don't, we know that something went down, or somebody specifically told you to stay your ass offline or else. Because I think damn near somebody would have to talk you off the ledge or you jump. You wouldn't have enough sense that God gave a motherfucking donkey to figure it out for yourself. And that's a sad situation. Okay, don't stop smoking weed. That's it. Just stop. All right, or whatever else you're doing that's killing your brain cells. Because the few brain cells you have left, you're gonna need it to make it through this life. All right, the fuck.
Y'all no slow grown motherfuckers. I'm thinking I'm talking to actual factuals grown-ups. But nope. Gotta forget. You can't Quell, you gotta stop forgetting. Kids run the internet nowadays. Kids make more money off internet than adults nowadays. Because they know how to clip and do all that shit way faster than a nigga my age or older. Right or wrong. Little kids run a certain part of the internet. Well, I ain't gonna say they run the internet because it's like 50-50. But little kids be on the internet. So when certain shit get said, you got a bunch of kids. Even you got adults that's little kids that can't accept. How hard is it to accept you want to play, girl? How hard is it to accept that's what I'm thinking. And I understand, like, bro, sometimes you just best to don't even say what you think in your 30 years or however it go. But y'all gotta remember, when I speak for me. You feel me? And I really wish I'd have got that out, like got that point out. That when I speak, I be speaking for me. I don't speak for nobody.
No, bro. What you have to remember is we don't have to remember anything. That's what you have to remember. What y'all have to remember is when I speak, no. What you have to remember is we don't have to remember shit. We have our own minds. We have our own thoughts. And unfortunately for you, most of us thought that you was dead ass serious. Get that through your thick skull and quit telling us what the fuck to do. Quit coming at us like you some straight up G. Big worm, big perm. Like you sound dumb. You sound dumb as a box of rocks right now. Okay? And if I have to say it once, if I have to say it twice, you are about as bright as a dark room. So quit telling us what we have, what you have to remember is we ain't got to remember shit. All we got to do is be black and die. We ain't even got to pay taxes because if you don't want to, you can evade them and go take your motherfucking ass to jail. But one thing you ain't going to do is be able to change the color of your skin and escape death. That's all we have to do, brother. Okay? Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Thank you so much for Truth Sets One Free for the 10 jewels. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Shout out to Sean. If you guys would like to donate, hit that Cash App Donate LA. Support, support, support. Child of the Most High says, Mom, if she took that to a real court, they would put her back in the insane asylum. And why would somebody say that she is in an insane asylum? Well, remember when that woman was found unalive, they're saying it was a home invasion robbery gone wrong. They say that Chrisean got her way out of it by pleading crazy and being committed to an insane asylum, a mental facility, a mental hospital by the name of Shepherd's Pratt. Okay? If I'm not mistaken, the Baltimore, Baltimore General, or where she had her child out, was near that facility, if I'm not mistaken. This is why they're saying that. This is why they are saying that. Because this woman lost her life. And I don't know if it's one child or more than one child. I know there was a 4-year-old child. Screams could be heard from that child. This was all on the news. Okay? We have to understand that these people that we're talking about have a dark past. This is not their first rodeo. Something wicked this way comes. These people are not dealing with a full deck, and they know a lot more than they're letting on. Okay? This man is trying to explain himself out of a situation, and each day it gets worse and worse and worse. I'm going to start saying, I rebuke you, Rasputia. Jesse from the NAP, welcome, love. Thank you so much for being a member. You said, oh, for sure, she would have shut us all up to prove Blueface is the dad. She hasn't, so I know he ain't. Exactly. Come on now. Chrisean would have been let us know. She would have been shouting it from the rooftops. It would have been a special. She would have did a whole trilogy on it, okay? It would have been a whole 12 seasons on proving that Blueface, as much as she says Blueface is the father of Junior, and yet nothing is behind that. Right? Nothing. She has done nothing to back that up. It's crazy, y'all. It really is. It's shocking. I would agree with that. Now they have mental hospital prisons that they'll never let you out of. There is no rehabbing her. Look what she's done. Yep. And Rock was a teenager then. I saw the clip too. He slowly, and somebody slower hired him to be their crash dummy. That's what I think we're looking at, y'all. Quell is a crash dummy. It's plain and simple. It's insanity. This is like a Lifetime movie special that doesn't end exactly. But I guess she's convinced them she's protected. So are they as well by default? I don't know, y'all. This is what happens when you think you're untouchable and when you don't reap the consequences. Now she's going to feel the heat. You said it best. If they're interviewing you, they already know the answers. Duh. This is why Charlotte leaked that Chrisean is mentally disabled, because she knows what Chrisean is facing. Oh, she did? Adrian Bronner gonna be the baby daddy next. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, it's definitely John Jackson Welcome is sad. Definitely. Ugh. Seeing Junior so unsteady the other day. I know, y'all. Lifetime ain't even this dramatic. I know. Facts. Chrisean Rock Daddy is a white man. Yeah, we talked about that. Yep, that's why Blueface acts the way he does when she says he's the dad cat. Yeah, girl, come on now. We ain't even gonna get in that conversation. We already know that Blueface ain't the pappy. Thank you so much for Truth Sets One Free. Thank you so much for the 10 jewels. You just hitting it up with all showing all kind of love. Thank you. No, someone must pay. I just hope it's the right individuals. Exactly. I don't want anybody blamed that didn't do anything. Okay. Although it may fit our narrative, it may make sense. It may seem like there's no other way. I hope justice is served. All right. In a way, I hope we're wrong. And in a way, I hope we're right. Okay. But at the end of the day, I want the people that are really responsible. If Chrisean is not involved, if Chrisean is not responsible, if it's just coinky dink that this happened when this happened, and she throws out and spews out threats, and it just so happened to look like it went with that, but it really was something totally different, let justice ring true. She got enough on her plate where she don't need no false allegations. She don't need nothing falsely put on her. She's doing a bang-up job on her own. She got bigger fish to fry. Okay? But what if there is some truth to it? What if we are right? But we have to leave that avenue open, y'all, because we are strangers. Just like we trying to chin check Quell for jumping in the Kool-Aid and not knowing the flavor and having no right whatsoever to be in nobody's DM checking nobody. How dare you? Okay? To a certain extent, even though it's a different approach, because I'm a content creator, I'm creating content, we are reacting to what's already out there. We're not bringing anything new to the table besides our perspective, right? We're not bringing anything new to the table. Even if I wasn't the third party, even if I got it straight from the source and brought it to you, I'm still repeating the source. It's not like I'm like, girl, I was in the closet and guess what I got? That's firsthand. That is firsthand information. That is firsthand tea. That is fly on the wall. I cannot deliver that to save my life on anybody that I talk about. So there is only so far my position can be. Unless I am in the closet, unless I am in the room, unless I'm breathing and in the presence of the very sources that I speak of, there will always be room for doubt because I don't know these motherfuckers. I've never been in the same room as anybody that I talk about. Oh, Blueface, well, he didn't know I was there. I mean, you know, when I finally got to the party. But you guys know what I mean, okay? Carlissa, I mean, you know, I did say hi to her. you know, we exchanged a few words, but she doesn't know who I am, right? I'm not talking about spotting somebody at an event or being in the same area where we didn't have no conversation. They didn't know who I was. I didn't really exchange anything with them. You understand what I'm saying? Exchanging energies, being in their presence, meaning that I'm interacting with them in some type of way, not just a passerby or, hey, Blueface, how are you? I'm not talking about that. When you go to events, you are going to bump into these people. Okay. I've bumped into a few people. That doesn't count. They didn't know who the fuck I was. I didn't have any interactions with these people. So you guys understand what I'm saying, right? Very well. Chrisean may not have anything to do with this. And I'd rather side on the side of truth, because I'm not no judge and jury. I'm not the punisher. I'm not here to exact justice on Chrisean just because I don't like the way she, treated her child. I don't like the way she drank and smoked and did God knows what while she was pregnant. Her attitude, her vibe, her demonic way that she moves, and that still doesn't give me a right to be her judge and juror or to exact any type of justice on her, exact any type of karma on her. Because I tell you, the powers that be can do a far better job than we ever could. Right? So if she has nothing to do with this, I don't want her to be blamed for any of this. But I mean, I guess only time will tell. And we'll have to depend on the powers that be as far as the judicial system, the ABC boys, the evidence that's out there, the witnesses, the real person who did it, because somebody did it. It didn't just come out the air. It wasn't a ghost. Okay? Somebody somewhere, best beware my crew. Somebody somewhere knows something. And if the upcoming Tupac trial ain't taught you nothing, that man, Keefy D, thought he had got away with murder. He is the reason why, he is the main reason why he is on trial on August the 10th in the first damn place, because he ran his mouth. Didn't he write a book or something admitting to his part, thinking that he had gotten away with it? And now look. It's been almost 30 years. And this is what I mean when I say that the wheels of justice sometimes turn slow. You got to think outside the box, you guys. This is spiritual. This is spiritual first, because there is a spiritual war. There is a spiritual battle that is going on all around us. If you think that it's just the physical that exists, you need to get out more. I'm gonna need for you to go outside and touch some grass. Okay? How do I know what I know and think what I think and do what I do? Because I go outside and I talk to people. I read, I research, I do my own investigation, clearly out of the love of the game, out of curiosity, out of the thirst for knowledge, if nothing else. Because no amount of money could motivate me enough to do what I do. That comes secondary, because I love, and probably am pretty good, I don't know, it's up to you guys to judge, at what I do. I have the opportunity to turn something that I love to do, a talent, a skill, an interest, into a stream of income. The stream of income came second. Because when I started doing this, I was making zilch, zero, nada, fucking nothing. Not a dollar, not a dime. I was 2 years in before I even saw a motherfucking penny from what I do. So don't come from me. But it is what it is, y'all. It is what it is, okay? And we don't want nobody blamed or going to jail or going to hell, okay? Or sitting in a cell for nothing that they didn't do. Now, if I was a betting woman, just by what I'm seeing, it doesn't have anything personal. It ain't got to be that deep, I guess. It's nothing personal that I have against any of these people. It's simply what I see and putting two and two together. I would be shocked, or I'd be at least surprised, if Chrisean didn't have anything to do with this, whether directly or indirectly. But there's a possibility, y'all, that, like I said on my last live, that it had nothing to do with her. Because I told you he was putting the whole family on blast. We would know the history of Charlotte, Lot Lizard, Lisa, Madam, Sean Malone, Daddy, Truck Diver, Trick. We wouldn't know none of that shit if it wasn't for Ronnie. Because who would have thunk it to told us? Who would have thunk to told us? Nobody. And they've been throwing each other under the bus, bringing the ABC boys, CPS, FBI, DEA to each other's door for years. I got the clips to prove it. But ne'er one of them niggas ever told us about the Lot Lizard, the Madam, and the motherfucking Trick. All right? And he was just about to get started on the other 12. The Dirty Dozen. Yeah. Ronnie was about to get started with the Dirty Dozen. And in no particular order. Okay? It wasn't in order. Because he wasn't going to start with China Baby. He was starting with Taseki. And it seems like Taseki played her card right, but you can't erase the past. Somebody knows something about Taseki. Somebody somewhere knows something about Taseki. And Ronnie sure enough was about to start. He said, I'm starting with Taseki. You would have thought maybe he would have started with the oldest, which was China, which I don't think he would have connection with her because she is the oldest. So it's understandable that they're from a different generation. He may have not had no inklings, no interactions, no connection with China. And Quell, you didn't either. But you took what she said and ran with it like she the fucking law, like she on the block. Knock it the fuck off. None of what you said made sense. Don't make sense then, didn't make sense now. That's what I believe. I believe he got that for $30 because China says so. Nigga, what? That's just like you saying my great-grandfather told me. My great-great-grandfather told me. Nigga, what? So this is where we are, y'all. This is where we are. And just because somebody has a past and, because of all the things that we talked about with Chrisean, that girl, that young lady may have had nothing to fucking do with this. She could be the setup queen of the world. She could have set up 48 niggas and 25 hoes and still have nothing to do with Ronnie's passing. So I implore you guys to keep your avenues open because we want the truth. We want justice for Quran. We can't pick and choose how we get that. So I don't want you guys to get too wrapped up on Chrisean because there's a plethora of other things that you can go in and go in on her for. Okay? We still hashtag save Junior. And we know she's responsible for that. So fuck. We know for sure. Right? Anyways, y'all. Let's go. I'm going to play a little bit more of this. Wait, let me see what you guys are saying. Somebody said, I just sent proof. Blone, I just sent you proof. You sent me proof of what? I'm going to look. Let me see what you guys are saying. Hold on. Pull up the video. Pull up that video, girl. Who? You said you sent me something. Hold on. Where? You gotta let me know where. Hold on. Let me see. My name is Nice. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Okay, I'll be looking for whatever you're talking about. Okay, I don't see anything as of now, but if I don't bring it up on this live, I'll bring it up on the next live. It's no problem. I have a personal problem with Chrisean, not gonna lie. She harms children, takes lives allegedly, sneaks people, and plays with my Heavenly Father. I certainly got beef for that. Yeah. Like I just said, it's a plethora of other things besides this Ronnie. You know, the unaliving of Ronnie that we can go in on her for, girl. We don't need nothing extra. We on that ass, okay? We on that ass, girl. A Waco sleeper just ran it down for y'all. Go ahead, take a picture, write it down, remember it. I don't give a fuck. All right? Period. I'm not taking nobody off the hook. I'm just being real, y'all. I'm just being real. Lot lives with some dysfunctional ass ish. Yeah. Yep. Somebody said, how you gonna fight with no venue, no opponent? You can't make this ish up. No. She said pew pew. She said she pew pew ish up. I don't know why they don't believe her. Who's going to fight? Who is going to fight Chrisean? I don't know. She do got a fight coming up. I just forgot. I don't even know if I took a screenshot of it. They can find an opponent. She already got an opponent, y'all. Don't she? Yeah. She already got an opponent. China didn't grow up with the rest of the show, didn't? Girl, China just be trying to get in where she fit in. At least that's what Chastity said too. Chastity like, girl, China don't know nothing. I don't even fuck with China like that. And it's understandable, y'all, because they are separated by generations. So it's understandable that they wouldn't grow up together. And if they did, they probably wouldn't remember it. If your sister was 16 and you was a newborn baby, yeah, you grew up with her. Okay. But do you remember? Did you guys really have a connection? You know what I'm saying? And if we look at the family photos, we can kind of see, I mean, not that it's really important because we know she was the firstborn out of 12. Come on now. You were the firstborn out of 12. At least half of those kids born, your siblings were outside of your generation and had no connection to you. If not, you were probably their caregiver, and like a mom figure or a big sister figure, or like someone who a caretaker figure. Okay, you weren't in the sandbox with them. They wasn't having intimate conversations. You weren't playing Barbie dolls with them. You weren't outside playing hide and go get it. You weren't playing freeze tag with these motherfuckers. All right, you weren't riding bikes on Christmas with them. If anything, you were watching them and supervising them. It's a different connection. Okay. Yep, Quran definitely gave us the T. RIP respectfully. Yeah. Somebody said Chrisean is disgusting. I love seeing that girl drag her in sparring. LOL. They can't find the owner. They can't find the owner of X Rumble. What? What do you? Wait a minute. Let me write that down. Why they can't find why they can't find the owner of X Rumble? Wait a minute. They can't find the owner. I'm gonna look into that. Of X Rumble. Why? He was caught in some controversy his damn self. Remember, setting up fights and stuff like that. The guy was on the Partridge Family and some other people. A little bit before a lot of y'all's time, but still relevant, right? Justice will be served. The Most High God will not be mocked, used in vain, or blasphemed in any way, shape, or form. Exactly. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. I'm back. Ronnie's cousin just snapped on Chrisean, y'all. Really? Where that's at? Facts, Bria. You say you just sent me proof. You got to tell me where. The Lord God will execute righteous judgment on the wicked sooner rather than later. Yeah. Yeah. If you truly believe in a higher power, you're calm, cool, and collected right now. You really are. Don't let Chrisean tell y'all she got a fight in September. No, she don't. The fuck? What? Justice for Quran, Irani can. Yes, X Rumble is rumbling with Timu. Oh my God. What? I was cheering her on. Yes, please look. Please look where? Oh no. Hold on. Damn. Damn, what is going on? Why I can't get my own phone? Let's see. Hold on, y'all. You gotta let me know if you emailed or how you sent it, okay? Let me know how you sent that, and I will look into it, okay? You said where the Rocktards did they buy they non-having ass tickets yet? I don't know, Lord. Time's up. Mask off. Yes, babes. Did any post the detective's information? No, I don't have it. Fight card is subject to change. No one will volunteer to fight her. Now they're gonna be too scared. I saw online, I don't remember whose page. Maybe check Sean Davy Way. Maybe Face Shot. What's her name? Face Shot Leah. Ain't no fight card existence of a fight. It's nowhere. Oh, I could have swore that she made an announcement and there was a flyer out. I could be wrong, y'all, because I don't know. Quell already gave the detective suspects involved. Yeah, I believe that something has already taken place. I honestly do. I believe that he's hiding something. I believe there is truth into what he's saying. I don't believe that he was trolling at all. Now for Quell, I'm on your ass. Quell, there's no way. And then you never mention it until now because you're trying to backtrack. Bro, come on now. He already spoke on that live. All right, you guys. You said you can't prepare when you don't have a fight. Dang, she don't have a fight? That's crazy. You said she stole Ronnie Doe's music too. He could have sued her if he was after her money. All he wanted was to know if he was the father of that child. Yeah. Yep. You said Mia is fighting before Chrisean, not opponent. You talking about Chrisean don't have an opponent, really? I know. You said video blogger talk that ish. Blueface really just start a war. Bloods and Crips skip to 142, 42 at the beginning of the video, but more up to the second video. Quell is on his way to Ronnie's. Oh, okay. Well, once I get that video, I will prep that, okay? Yes, no opponent. Yeah, y'all. So, I mean, that's all we got. I'm going to let you guys hear a little bit more. Let me give a shout out to the people that are in the chat. I will be back for another live, you guys. I am going to let you guys hear a little bit more of Quell's video to the end because I think it was about 20 minutes and I think we're almost there. So I don't want to cut you guys off just, in the middle. I will let you guys hear the rest of that. Shout out to my mods. Shout out to my members. Thank you guys for holding it down. Shantae. Thank you, Momak. Thank you so much. Michelle 143. Let me see. Let me write that down. Talk that. SHI 142. 42. All right. Michelle 143. Thank you so much, John Jackson. True Sets 13. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the love that you showed. Joy 3000. Thank you for being a member. Shout out to you. Shout out to Child of Most High for contributing so much to the conversation, for giving us your thoughts, your POV, your perspective, and really highlighting the ins and outs of what we're talking about. I really, really appreciate you guys. Miss 711, Slim Goodness. If I don't catch you on this live, I will definitely catch you on the next live. You guys don't go anywhere because I'm about to still show you the end of Quell's video. Okay. I just wanted to go ahead and do roll call now. Moni 1346. Thank you so much for showing up and showing out. Bria, of course, always a pleasure. Let's see who else we have. Queen Meek in the building. Let me see. Awako Sleeper. Did I do Moni? Yeah. Moni in the middle. Let's see. Do I have everybody? Like I said, if I don't catch you in this video, I will catch you in the next video. I want to give a special shout out to everybody who showed special love. I want to shout out to Tanisha for the 80 jewels. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lisa Harris is in the building. Grace Jones, Strong J. Thank you, love. Also, Slim Goodness for the $5. You gave me $5, girl. I didn't even know that. Okay, what did you say? Blueface was in jail when Quran was unalive, but he owes you for a hired hit. He's stupid for putting in the work and not getting paid. Trolling tap. Now, it kind of don't make sense either that he would say that about Blueface. But remember, my perspective on that was that if Chrisean had something to do with it, she told them or insinuated or instructed them that she had to get the money from Blueface, maybe, right? I don't know, y'all. I didn't take the 100K as trolling. Maybe I should have, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know. We're going to have to leave it up to the professionals, okay? We're going to have to leave it up to the professionals. True Sets one free for the 10 jewels. True Sets one free again. Bam, for the 100 jewels. True Sets one free for another 10 jewels. Thank you so much. True Sets one free is burning up the chat. Thank you so much for that love. You need to be recognized. 2 jewels, 100 jewels, 10 jewels. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for showing so much love. True Sets one free. Awako Sleeper with the 10 jewels. Here we come again. True Sets one free with another 10 jewels and another 2 jewels. Slim Goodness to get again with $2. Girl, I didn't even see this. I'm so sorry, y'all. I should have called it out when you. I'm glad that it starred automatically. I didn't do this. But the system stars anybody who goes above and beyond and shows a little extra love, and they make sure that we're able to recognize you. So I didn't even see this because I probably was running my mouth. But thank you, Slim Goodness, for the $2. Quran is stirring ish up in the spiritual realm. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. True Sets one free with another 2 jewels. True Sets one free with another 10 jewels. And again, with another 2 jewels, here we come. Awako Sleeper 25 with 30 jewels. Thank you. True Sets one free with another 10 jewels. You are on fire, and I salute you. Thank you guys so much for representing and supporting Blow Name Media. I can't thank you guys enough. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this. Ross, let me see. Roses are red. Thank you, guys. Let's go ahead and get back into this live. All right. Let's go, y'all. Sniggles. Thank you. Kita Girl, of course. I just saw one, but it skipped it for some reason. Oh, that's because you guys are commenting. The Sparkling. What does it say? The sparkling one. Shout out to you. Thank you guys so much. Okay. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this in beta. Thank you in beta. Loretta Gibbons. Can't forget you, love. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. All right. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this. Like I said, if I skipped you, if I didn't get to you, it wasn't on purpose. I will definitely get to the next live. Sean in the building. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Michelle143. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get back into this live. And let's go. Hold on, y'all. Okay, you guys, I will see you on the next live. Until next time, America.
Bro, I speak about how I feel, and I speak for me. Feel me? Because evidently that's how I feel at the moment. But I gotta remember, you got fans, family, all type of people that just probably worship the ground this girl walked on. And that's cool. That's what she worked for. That's why she this successful. Sure, that's what she worked for. To have the fans, the motherfucker that's gonna spend the money. And don't play about your name when it's brought up. I understand that, 100%. But sometimes, like for instance, I would respect it if somebody, just one person that came on there today. It's how I felt like a lot of shit be put together sometimes. If one person would have got on there and said, I understand why you had your third, because if you're saying you know you're innocent, you know you didn't do nothing, then what would be the other reason? You feel me? So it's just a lot of hypocritical shit, bro. Because then they get down, y'all talking about don't give a third, but y'all gave hella thirds out on me today. I ain't say nothing to this. I ain't say nothing. I like to keep my ammunition. Sometimes it's best that you don't even say nothing. I couldn't win. And I didn't want to make that. I came there to clear my name up. So I ain't want to make that where I felt like I had to win or lose situation. So I ain't make it that. But I knew I couldn't win. Everybody that came to that live had an objective. And I had the same objective as them. Clear Chrisean'S name up.
You, just you, building your app.
So I ain't mad, but I just don't be hoping motherfuckers think because I plead dumb. I won't act dumb. And I definitely understand. But you guys see, think of it like this. I understand what they was trying to do. Because the shit, when I brung up, I've been defending Chrisean for a year and some change on the internet. And one girl said, yeah, I be watching you with the girl with the mask. Anytime I talk to Queen Lexus, the girl with the mask, what I'm doing, I'm in her ass. We argue about Chrisean. So you ain't tell me, you couldn't get up there and tell me I was taking up for Chrisean on Queen Lexus page. And you just run like, I see what you're trying to do. I ain't mad though. I got myself in this shit, right? Right. I got myself in this shit. So I ain't even mad. Because the other day, like I said, and like I continue to keep saying, I ain't here to send nobody to jail. I ain't trying to send nobody to jail. I'm here to clear and separate Chrisean from being implicated inside of a. I'm here to ensure that my theory don't. I'm here to ensure that people know that what I said about Chrisean being grass and all that shit was just my theory, and that was just like an in moment thing. Even like I'm not even just saying that because that's what they wanted to hear me say. I'm saying that shit because it's the fact. That was nothing but a theory. Like it's a fact. I can't troll. It's nothing. Leave me no room to do none of that. At the moment, if I go troll now and say no, then I'll be fake. That's why I never troll. Y'all know me for being a troll, bro. I never troll. When they said Chrisean said this, first thing I did. When they said Chrisean on investigation, I start zapping out on everybody. When they said Chrisean on the investigation, I start zapping out on everybody. Because I'm like, damn, how the fuck y'all saying she on investigation when I'm clearly telling you people that the only thing they told me they came to my house for was me. I'm clearly saying this shit. Facts. And motherfuckers still taking the angle that they want to put on it. The twist that they want to put on it. The lies that they want to put on it. Oh, Chrisean on the best of crap or us. Chrisean might be in deep trouble. Shit like that. Come on, don't do that, dog. Don't do that, dog. Like, not right now. Not after I just came to the internet and said this. Because it look crazy, dog. Because it look crazy, man. Because now it look like I'm just out here starting shit. When I'm not, because I'm clearly a streamer. I might not be a big time streamer, but I'm a streamer because that's what I do. I stream every day, so I'm a streamer. I go live. That's the difference between a content creator and a streamer. I go live every day. I give my 30s on shit every day.
Balancing Kaiser.
My Blueface, you better have that 100.
Yeah, he better have my 100. I'm telling his yeah, 100 bands.
Who, Blueface?
What is police state? Judge and shit like that? What's it called? My 100. I'm up for the summer. Just did
The interview got 10,000
for that interview in jail. I need my money. I need my money. I want a job at the crabs. What's this called? Krabby Crabs? I want a job, son. Cause guess what? That can't claim your son no more.
Y'all blame my father,
yo, cause he ain't answer his phone. I can't go to work today, so I don't got to do. Yeah, that's why and that's what they gonna do. Blue owe me because I'm dragging on around. They fuck that nigga, bro. Fuck that nigga. He tried to take schoolyard son and get a DNA test after schoolyard and did the DNA test. That's schoolyard baby. So schoolyard ain't here to say fuck him. I'm here to say fuck him. That's why he owe me. On schoolyard. I think I'm throwing it up. Schoolyard, bro. And this was
Quell been did. No trolling. We ain't playing. We dead, sir. We mean business right now. Quell been dead for a little second, right? Like 2 years or some shit. Why do it take y'all this long to even? Cause y'all didn't have to reach out to me, bro. Cause I know I ain't really too much I can tell y'all. But y'all take this long to start investigating, or that's my theory, or your girl about to go down, and they probably got shit on shorty, but trying to figure out who did this shit. Cause they ain't just gonna become like I told the officer, I said, you don't want to talk to me. I said, ain't really much I can tell you. He want to talk to me. Fuck what I can tell him over the phone. He want to talk to me, show me some stuff, and holler at me. But I'm really like, all right. Cause he told me he see through the shit. You see through what I'm doing. You know I'm trolling. You see through it. You see everything I'm doing. You say you see through what I'm doing on the internet, right? Or what I did. I ain't gonna say what I'm doing, cause that shit. You see through what I did. You still want to talk to me? Your girl might be in trouble, man. I ain't gonna say too much. Yesterday I was too excited. My nerves was everywhere. First I heard police, homicide, detectives looking for me. Then I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, send me a picture. And I seen Anne Arundel County, and I knew. I said, yeah.
On my son always lose their life. I wonder why they said everyone that think that they can speak on my son always lose their life. I wonder why they keep going when they see the end result of trying to harm me for your personal clout game. Keep going. Let's count how long it lasts. I'm really protected from all evil. And then she said, first it was his daddy. Look at him. He been locked up for 2 years. Now our son was a 6-7 month baby when his dad lost his freedom. Then it was my ex-boyfriend Karan. Unfortunately, that person died. Yo, so what the hell is she saying then? She ain't doing nothing but bringing more light to them rumors.
Turned to a mess, and now I gave you the deuces, and I wish your ass the best. And if you try to come back, I'ma have to spin on you. I wanna win on you. I was always there for you, and you took that shit for granted. Now you lost me, and now I'm all up on my mission, and I'm bossing. And I've been taking all these trips, and you not there with me. I kept it fair with you. You wasn't real with me, and now I'm just reminiscing. I'm just staring at our pics. I thinking back, and now I realize you wasn't shit. My whole family told me you need to watch out for that little bitch. I didn't listen, and I was here. I really went out to Cali just to upgrade you, but you took that shit for granted. Now you a stranger. I tried to come through and save you, but I can't save you. I need my paper. I'll see you later. When you walked in my life, that shit really turned to a mess. And now I gave you the deuces, and I wish your ass the best. And if you try to come back, I'ma have to spin on you. I wanna win on you. I was always there for you, and you took that shit for granted. Now you lost me, and now I'm all up on my mission, and I'm bossing. And I've been taking all these trips, and you not there with me. I kept it fair with you. You wasn't real with me. 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 You wasn't there for me. I kept it real. Now you see how it feel. I was always there for you.